private parts into all your mothers for fun. I wanna put my private parts into all your mothers just for fun. I wanna put my private parts into all your mothers just for fucking fun. Just for fucking fun. I wanna take my private parts out for a drive and put them in your mother's. I saw a picture this morning of a baby bird feeding its little sister with its asshole. What am I singing about? If I knew that you were a lesbian, I wouldn't have tried to hump you at all. If I slipped a roofie in your sandwich, maybe you would come over.
I don't know what I'm doing, guys. I gotta be honest. What's up, everybody? As promised, it's Tuesday night. And Tuesday night, you know what that means. It's Tuesday Night Rage. I guess. I don't know. Tuesday Night Rage, episode 22. No, it's episode 30. Oh, shit. Oh, no, it's episode 30. Episode 30. 30 episodes of Tuesday Night Rage. I keep forgetting what we're on. 30 episodes of Tuesday Night Rage. Forget Throwdown, forget all those other things. We're climbing up slowly on a Tuesday night. We don't know, we've skipped a lot of Tuesday nights recently, but ready to go. Ready to go. You guys missed it. I put up a little video earlier on the whole Kylie Ray Chris Jericho thing, and it's on Twitter and it's a couple other places too. You can go check that out. It's a lot of fun. Oh, by the way, I did this as well.
I'm not your boy toy. He's just a sexy boy. He's not your boy toy. I make him shiver. Then he's get weak. Whenever I'm around, I see me walk, hear me talk. I make them feel like they're on cloud nine. I'm just a sexy boy. I'm not your boy toy. I'm just a sexy boy. I'm not your boy toy. Get your heart out, girls. Hands off the merchandise. I'm just a sexy boy. I'm not your boy toy. I'm just a sexy boy. I am not your boy toy.
Yeah, that's right. I just sang a song to all. That's right. That's right. I can't, I can't not have a good time with the sexy boy Shawn Michaels. You know what I mean? Who doesn't love the sexy boy Shawn? I'm just gonna call him the sexy boy Shawn Michaels, even though he's my favorite wrestler of all time. But we'll call him the sexy boy Shawn Michaels. I don't know. We're having a little fun. The other day we had a lot of fun with Dork Night and Mustafa. I mean, what a mess. If you guys didn't clip some of that stuff, I'm telling you, I don't think me and Rojas have more fun than burying Mustafa and Dork Knight. Listen, I love the two of them. I really love the two of those guys so much. I do. I love them. I love them. But, man, do we have fun burying those guys. Ghost from the Coast said in the Discord, I hope Dork offed himself. Jesus Christ. Well, I don't know if that's true or if that happened, but I will say that is sick. I will say that. I want to shout out to Nikki T, who's back on Patreon. The Mezzy Mez, Jaff94, Sith Negan, Busty, Dawn, and everybody else who joined. MWM still on there, and the Eric Cartman. I want to thank everybody who joined back up on Patreon so far, who have been upping their pledges recently on patreon.com/Joe Cronin Show. Without you guys on Patreon, we would be in more trouble than we are. So if you guys want thousands of bonus content, and I mean, just there's so much stuff there. And I feel like so many people are newer to the channel that they don't even understand how much stuff is on Patreon. But there's no way for me to, like, convey that to you properly. There's just so much shit that you've never heard that's on Patreon. And if you have never heard... oh my God, not again. If you've never... Oh, my God, don't stoke that thing up again. If you've never heard Patreon, I mean, it's just simply loaded with each one of these podcasts. I mean, there's at least 20 of these usually, if not 200 of the Corrupted Podcast and more. So we're talking about After Dark with me and Jesse, Leah's podcast with me, Monica, other people, the Final Frontier news stuff we did. There's like 30 episodes of that. Corrupted Podcast, over 200 episodes. Off the Rails, Jesse and Fish Lips. And Morning Madness, over 200 episodes of that with me in the morning. And plus my recording show. I mean, there's just so many note to selves on there too, and more, and counting and growing and growing and growing. So just so you know, like, there's a ton of stuff on Patreon. If you haven't been there, give it a look, or sign up for at least $1 a month, $5 a month, $10 a month, or you can become a $25 producer, which is really what we need. And you are an official producer, and we get your name down below. And my wife will call you, and she'll say she'll whisper something weird, sexy to you on the phone. She'll be like, "Yeah, you're a patron now." No, she won't do that. Okay, I won't. But it'd be nice if she would do that, but I don't know if I can. I just don't think I can get her to do that. I don't know. Maybe I could. I don't know. I'll work on trying to get her to do that. But anyway, everybody that joined back up on Patreon, thank you, man. And I know there's more people coming back this week, a lot of people, and some people up their pledges again, so thank you for that. More of my off the YouTube space commentary audio coming there. And another episode of me and Luke Rojas that you don't hear on YouTube will be coming as well, where me and Luke Rojas talk about how we could, basically extinguish the earth of all souls, which is a very, I think, important discussion. We can talk about, at some point, we'll talk about Nick Hausman, and he's, like, backtracking on all this stuff. And you know what? To be fair to Nick Hausman, I mean, he just sort of made some comments that were, like, whatever. And then, like, Kylie Ray really did like that tweet by whatever. And so it's, like, a whole bunch of... And then other people kind of ran with the whole idea that, oh, Chris Jericho's this, that, and the other thing. And it's so easy to just run with stuff nowadays and say that somebody is something whether they are or they aren't, And I think most people know that, listen, there's some alleged stuff going on here, and we don't exactly know what it is. And whatever. And now there's like a rumor that Nick Hausman might be sued. Maybe Jericho and those people went to Nick Hausman behind the scenes and they were like, "Yo, bro, this is causing some fucking problems for me, and it might be a legal problem for you. You should cut this shit out or make a retracting or something like that." I don't know, but I mean, all this stuff is allegedly, but I mean, everyone's talking about it. You know what I mean? Like, everyone's looking at this and they're like, "What is this? What the hell does this mean?" And so it just makes you wonder, like, what the hell's going on? I don't know. So, I mean, Nick Hausman's a weirdo, I'll be honest. Like, he seems like a nice guy, though. Like, I don't know, like, when I've always interacted with him, I mean, I've interacted with him on a phone call. I've interacted with him a couple of times, but we really don't talk much. We haven't talked much in years, ever. So I don't really know him that well. But I do know that this is what his Twitter profile looks like. And judging by this Twitter profile, I'm not too confident in anything Nick says or does. Let's be honest. Let's be honest. And I know that, Nick Hausman was probably trying to launch his new podcast or whatever that he basically ripped off from Mustafa, Rumors and Innuendo or whatever. He just basically he just took the thing that they say on Connor's show or whatever his name is with Bruce Pritchard, wrestling with Bruce Pritchard, something to wrestle with. And they say rumor and innuendo all the time. That's almost like their catchphrase. And now Nick Hausman's show is called Rumor and Innuendo. So it's like, I don't know, bro. I feel like there's multiple people that have got to be upset at Nick Hausman, right? Like Conrad Thompson and Bruce Pritchard should be probably upset at Nick Hausman because he stole their whole gimmicked phrase, which they probably didn't copyright. And now he's basically started this sort of propelled this rumor and insinuated something that's made everybody think that Chris Jericho's some kind of Harvey Weinstein pedo fuck. And so that's going on too. And, Jericho was on a drunken rant on Christmas, as Costas just said in the chat. I don't know why that was. I don't know if something was going bad with the family or something with Jericho as to why he would be on there, doing that when should be time to celebrate Christmas. I don't know. Not really sure. But, yeah, kind of bizarre. Kind of bizarre. And if you guys want to support what I do in the show, you guys can use Super Chat. You want to gift subs, that'd be cool to give people memberships. Or you can use the Streamlabs link up top there. Brand new $22 donation. Brand new $22 donation. Try it up top if you want using Streamlabs or just Super Chat and do all that other stuff. Can't be a journalist doing rumors, says Joe Bishop. Yeah, see, that's the thing, man. And that's why I never did I never wanted to do I never wanted to be the journalist guy. I either want to be calling wrestling in a real company or I want to be doing my own show. I don't want to be doing I'm the journalist where it's all on me and the investigating. That's very hard. Journalism is actually very hard. I really, do respect some people, but really all it's about is being a sleazy person to get a hold of people to spill beans to you. Do you know what I mean? Or seemingly being important enough, that wrestling companies will look to you to leak stuff because you're a funnel that will get it out quickly. Those are all the things you got to do, I feel like, to be a journalist. But I just think it's too much work and sleazery. That's not a word, I don't think, but I like using it. Sleazery. And I don't want to do the sleazery thing, although I kind of do. I just want to do it on my own show. And I want to have no repercussions or consequences. I want to talk about the rumor that you started, not I don't want to start one. Do you know what I mean? And he sort of blends that mix. Do you know what I mean? And some other people do that too. And I think that's where some people get into trouble is when you want to be an opinionated person who talks about the news and gives your opinion on it, you can almost do anything. But if you want to be somebody who says you're a credible news source and then give these wild opinions, that's why CNN is so fucked now and all news is fucked. Like Fox, CNN, MSNBC, they all just they're oh yeah, here's the news, but we're here's really what we're pushing you to do. And what we really think. And you can get into some trouble in those points. Now, a lot of independent people usually get in trouble doing that because they may not have went to school. They don't know the lines. They don't know how to play the game. They're just they're giving their own personal opinions and narratives at the same time as trying to feed you news, but also trying to be right about their narratives so they look smart to their audience. And that's where you get in this trouble. But if you just back off and you just give your opinion, you act, you want to act crazy and go with whatever's out there, their narratives, well, they're their narratives. You didn't come up with them. Do you know what I mean? So it's not like you have less to worry about because you're going on a rant about news that you heard. You're not coming up with it yourself and spreading it. So does does Nick Hausman dive into that sort of area in what he said and did in that point? I don't know. But I know he's got a giant Ukraine flag on his Twitter. I know that. And it caused Jericho to be booed the other night, too. And also, there's crazy videos coming out now about this whole situation. And I have one here for you guys right now. Is AEW hiding a dark secret? There are reports that Chris Jericho invited Kylie Ray to a party she thought involved other AEW wrestlers. But when she got there, all she saw was a horny, drugged out, allegedly sex-crazed Chris Jericho. These accusations leave us asking questions, many questions. But my main question is, where are her tits? I mean, there's Chris Jericho's tits, but where are hers? One thing that's certain, Tony Khan is a proven liar.
Like, what has been done specifically to prevent issues like sexual harassment?
We have the best safety record. My life was in danger.
0 in WWE. But in your company, you yourself say that that's happened.
Any update on the status of Kylie Ray? She's been a little bit absent.
Oh my God, does he know? If he knows, I'll fucking kill him.
She's no longer with us. We had so many things going into, so many announcements going into that role, but she asked for a release and we granted it. So she called me and asked if she could be released from her contract, and it was pretty simple. I said yeah, and I asked her if everything was okay, and she said yeah. She just didn't want to be with the company anymore, and we talked about it, and it was very simple and simple. So yeah, she's not on her own.
Seem amicable.
Super. She's a very nice person. She asked for a release and we granted it.
She asked for her release because she allegedly saw Chris Jericho's dick. We don't know what is true, but one thing is for certain. AEW is hell. The following are allegations and rumors, not necessarily true. Well, there you have it, man. I mean, I don't need any more convincing than that. I don't need any more convincing than that video that I just saw. AEW is hell. No doubt about it. After that video, I'm convinced. I can't believe what we just played on this show. I can't believe we just played that video on this show. Unbelievable. I mean, that's something that's disturbing, folks. And we would have never known any of that had Kylie Ray not liked that tweet, or Nick Hausman not, said that Jericho could be the next Harvey Weinstein. By the way, the next Harvey Weinstein, Nick Hausman, you fucking asshole idiot. Like Harvey Weinstein, the guy that forced women to gobble his knob and sleep with him in order to get roles in movies. Harvey Weinstein, that guy. For years. That guy. He's going to be the next Harvey Weinstein. That's what Nick Hausman said, right? Is that what he said? We got to pull the clip of it, right? Because we're talking a lot of like rumor and innuendo. Let's find it. Is there a clip of it somewhere? Do we have a clip of it? Let's see. Which is weird because we've got Chris Jericho comparing Vince McMahon to Harvey Weinstein. You know? There's a couple different versions of this.
I mean, it's a surprise in any industry when it happens, and really...
See, that's Jericho talking about, it's like Vince McMahon's like Harvey Weinstein.
For a lot of reasons stood out to me. One of the things that is so disconcerting to me about kind of the universal praise of Jericho. And
so disconcerting to me about about the universal praise of Chris Jericho. By the way, this is what the guy looks like. This is Nick Hausman, and I want you to remember what he sounds like. It's just so concerning about Jericho. I got the Ukraine flag.
And I'm not going to deny the points that Max made about the impact Chris had in the early days of AEW. But when you have that kind of clout and you have that kind of power, it's very important to use that responsibly. And I just, there are issues with Chris behind the scenes where I know of a lot of people who have been hurt by Chris and his actions. And, it's very uncomfortable to me to see him lauded as often as he is, with only the focus on that, because I do think that there's a lot of questionable stories about Chris that will find their way out over time, and when people are ready to tell those stories, that will cast him in a very different light. I mean, look, Harvey Weinstein won a lot of Oscars. Harvey Weinstein produced a lot of very popular films. Harvey Weinstein is now in jail. I'm not saying that's going to happen to Chris, but your narrative can very quickly turn if you're hiding a lot of skeletons for a lot.
I mean, wow. I mean, I know we really haven't played this clip and talked about it recently. We've talked about, the speculation, some of the things that could be going on, but we really haven't played the clip and reacted to it that way. But here we are now, finally, after all this time.
Chris behind the scenes, where I know of a lot of people who have been hurt by Chris and his actions, and it's very uncomfortable to me to see him lauded as often as he is, with only the focus on that, because I do think that there's a lot of questionable stories about Chris that will find their way out over time. And
man, I mean, it's so ambiguous to say this. Do you know what I mean? It's so ambiguous. And I don't, by the way, I don't think that I understand what he's saying, right? Because if so many people have come to him and said stuff about Chris Jericho, he sounds like he's kind of being honest, I guess. Do you know what I mean? But what are these things that are so scary and dangerous? You know what I mean? First of all, the Kylie Ray thing, where it's okay, he invited you back to the hotel room and then you thought it was a party with everybody and then it was just him and then you asked for your release. Okay. That's, morally a little bit off, but nothing that crazy. Nothing that crazy. I mean, she was already hired by the company. Wasn't like she was some random local wrestler girl and she was hoping, someday to be signed and, she was struggling on the independents and Jericho was like, come on up to my room or whatever. And the next thing you know, she's trying to get a job or whatever. I don't know. But when you say ambiguous stuff like this, and it really doesn't help, to me it doesn't help Nick Houseman that he's got this, virtue signaling Ukraine flag on his profile, and he's from Chicago. Let's not, you know what I mean? Let's not forget this guy's from Chicago. He's probably friends with Punk, right? Isn't he? Or wasn't Punk mad at him? Maybe? I don't even know. But either way, he's from Chicago. So, I mean, Chicago's mayor is a literal retard. So, you really can't trust people from Chicago. I'm sorry, Chicago people out there. I love you. I've always loved Chicago. Wrigley Stadium is my national team besides the Red Sox on the, I really have always loved music from Chicago. It's a revered city to me. But it's now I just see Chicago as this shithole now. And their mayor is a fucking retard. I mean, the mayor of Boston's a retard too. So, I mean, you can't really say, but this guy goes out there, the mayor, and he says, give us all the immigrants. We'll take them all. We're a sanctuary city. Now he's like, oh, my God, help. Oh, my God. There's a crisis now. No shit, there's a crisis, you fucking idiot. You asked for it, you stupid fuck. And now the mayor of Chicago is giving out money to everybody. The mayor of Chicago is giving out free fucking money to all the criminals and the assholes in Chicago. Hey, they're turning our city into a shithole. Hey, here's some free fucking money. Bro, you just complained about all the stuff that you wanted to happen, and now when it backfires and sucks, you want to do it more? You're a stupid fuck. So basically everybody from Chicago at this point, like Nick Houseman, I'm worried. And I swear, like I said, I feel like Nick Houseman is a nice guy. I talked to him on the phone once, and he was a very nice guy. Had kind of a shitty idea, but whatever. You know what I mean? So whatever. And then there's other things too with him, but he seemed like a nice guy, but nice guys apparently, run cities into shitholes. You know, I mean, in Boston, like I said, isn't much better. Our mayor is a racist. Our mayor hates white people and excludes white people from things and wants to kill white people, basically. So, I mean, what the fuck is the difference? You know, all the major cities are now injected with, like, retard people. And I don't know why that is other than to destroy the cities. But they voted for it, and so they must be morons, and we must be morons. And therefore, I'm determining that maybe Nick Houseman's a moron. You know, I don't know. Sorry, Nick Houseman, but I don't know. You might be a moron. I don't fucking know. But welcome to the show, guys. It's Tuesday Night Rage. This is episode, I think, 30 of the episode on Tuesday nights. We moved the shows to Tuesday nights a while back from the Thursday Night Throwdowns to the Tuesday Night Rages. And, of course, you know, Jericho thought he could get away with it like Flair did, says Vince. Lori Lightfoot went back to that island. Oh, my God. Jericho is Flair 2.0? Maybe. Maybe. The whole time I thought she bailed because she didn't want to take backlash to a 250-pound man dressed as Pocahontas, says Warden Gordon. You talking about Nyla Rose? Houseman hates Jericho, too, because his political affiliation. That's right. I think Nick Houseman is a racist. I think Nick Houseman might be a racist liberal. Nick Houseman, I'm not sure, but it's possible that Nick Houseman is a racist liberal. Like in race, I mean racist to white people. Like he hates his own race. So maybe Nick Houseman hates his own race, and that's why, I mean, because he's a big Punk fan, right? So, again, like I said, why does he only hate Jericho? But, like, he doesn't have a problem with the Young Bucks or these other people. But he kind of does, because I swear to God he's a WWE shill. I almost think that at this point Nick Houseman is a WWE shill, and he wasn't embraced enough by AEW, so he's like, well, let me try to tear down, you know, Jericho and, you know, all the other people that are, you know, really associated with WWE in one way or another, or AEW rather. You know, I'm not sure. I'm just saying. I wonder if that's what we're seeing out of Nick Houseman. That he's just pathetic at this point. But the Ukraine flag really kind of points the ship to me, to the territory of a nut job, and the way his voice too. Like listen to this.
Chris behind the scenes.
Knowing Chris behind the scenes.
Where I know of a lot of people who have been hurt by Chris. Yeah, you've known a lot of pussies. That's what it is. I got news for you, Houseman. You know a bunch of pussies. I know a lot of people who have been hurt by Chris. Yeah, you know what? I know a lot of people that have been hurt by Chris behind the scenes. No, you don't. You know a bunch of pussies who told you shit, and you believed it because you're a virtue-signaling white knight cocksucker. If you know about what happened behind the scenes, then you're as big of a pussy for not exposing it. If there's something so terrible that Chris Jericho has done, then you should be telling everybody about it and exposing it and warning people and blowing the whistle. Let me tell you something. If I knew that some guy was like raping and beating women behind the scenes, I would come right out and talk about it immediately. I would say, yep, this guy's a piece of shit, and I know it. But you didn't say that. You just go, it's uncomfortable knowing that Jericho gets so much praise because, behind the scenes, he's really a evil person from what I understand. Oh, yeah? Then fucking tell us what it is that he did that's so evil. You pussy fuck, Nick Houseman. Fuck your mother, Nick Houseman. You Chicago, Ukraine cocksucker. Why don't you go give Ukraine $100 billion to keep fighting a fucking war that we don't need to be in so your city can turn into a piece of shit?
you fuckhead. Fuck Nick Houseman's family. How about that? How about that for a fucking headline? How about that for a headline, Nick Houseman? You know what? I take it back about everything about I said about Nick Houseman being a nice guy. Nick Houseman, you're a piece of shit. Fight me, fucker. Fight me. You can text me, tweet me, DM me anytime you want, Nick. You fucking cocksucker with a gap in your fucking mouth and your teeth, with your glasses on your head, sound like a fucking cunt on this voicemail. Fuck yourself. Why don't you come out and say what the fuck Chris Jericho did? You coward fuck. No, I'm just going to say something ambiguous so I can get some traction on my piece of shit show that I ripped off the name of it from Bruce Pritchard, and I hope he sues you too. Typical Chicago piece of shit. Just like your buddy over there. You know what? Fuck it, bro. Fuck this shit. I'm done being fake about this. I'm sick of people attacking Chris Jericho forever about everything. Oh, we're going to attack Chris Jericho for this, for that, for the other thing. We're going to attack Chris Jericho because his wife went to the January 6th thing or went to the fucking thing in Washington or whatever. Oh, we're going to attack Chris Jericho because he might be a Republican. Who gives a shit what he is, you fucking asshole piece of shit? You attack people because of their political views? That's fucking weird. You cancel and attack people for their political views. What kind of piece of shit scumbag fucking goddamn Bugs Bunny fucker are you? Okay? What kind of person does that? Attack somebody for their political views. Well, guess what? Now I'm going to attack you for yours with the Ukraine flag. You shithead. I'm going to attack your ass. You like attacking people for shit? I'll attack you. Can you imagine if Nick Houseman called up the show right now? I'd let him talk. Tell me I'm an asshole. Tell me when I'm telling lies. Tell me when I'm telling lies. I can't wait for the fucking Epstein list, too. Is anybody do we get it yet? Does anybody know? I'm still waiting for the Epstein list, by the way. Still waiting. Waiting with bated breath. I don't even know what that means. Shit bum.
Before Kylie Rae left for mental health reasons in 2019 after he wanted her to be the first champion and make her a star, she had a history of leaving companies for the same reasons.
Exactly.
Every time she got more responsibility, she had a panic attack.
Exactly. Colonel Stutters. There is multiple documented incidents of Kylie Rae suddenly panicking and leaving places. That's the fact. She's left so many places. And listen, I don't say believe all women, and I don't say don't believe all women. I say, listen to people's story and try to validate it and have understanding. But don't blindly follow people into bullshit land. But here's the thing. Kylie Rae, what has she done? What has she ever done? And she's had all these opportunities. Why? Why has Kylie Rae had all these opportunities in the past? WWE, AEW, back to there. Why? Because she's a head case, bro. She's a friggin' head case at this point, bro. Just like Mauro Ranallo. Just like Mauro Ranallo. I love Mauro Ranallo. But he's some kind of a head case. He couldn't put up with the WWE schedule. He couldn't cut it with Vince McMahon. And that schedule for sure. We know that. And then Triple H tried to keep him in his own bubble. He couldn't deal with that. So it's like, bro, this guy, there's other people that are mental too. Mauro Ranallo was essentially living his dream job. Mauro Ranallo was living my dream job. And I didn't even know who Mauro Ranallo was before 2014. I had no idea. I've always called wrestling excited in the way I call it. You know what I mean? And people, would say, "Oh, you're trying to be Moro" or something. I was like, I've always been like this. I've never heard of Moro. You know what I mean? I didn't even know who he was. But it's like, that guy was great as a wrestling announcer. He was great. His only issue was that he couldn't play off the other guy. He called it dead serious. Like he was really calling like a professional fight. He wasn't ever able to really sort of play around or say, "What are you talking about?" or like anything like that. But that's fine because his call was so good. But it's a sad thing that the guy has such mental problems, you know what I mean, that he couldn't deal with it and he had to leave because he could not keep up with the WWE schedule because of his mental situation. And I understand that some people made it hard for him. I get that. And I don't know, how I would do in those situations, but I would probably handle it because it's my dream job. You know what I mean? I wouldn't care. If I was in WWE, I don't give a shit what JBL says to me. I don't care if JBL's over there like, "You're never going to make it, kid. You're fucking stupid." I don't care. I'm here. JBL, I'm here. You help me be better. Man, I hope you help me be better. But, your shit talk ain't going to work, cowboy. You know what I mean? What, are you going to get me fired? Go ahead, and then we'll have some shit bum sitting behind the table tomorrow. Go ahead, bro. Or you could just kick ass with me right now, and I can elevate you, and you can elevate me, and you can teach me a whole lot because you're a fucking legend. But if you want to keep shitting on me every day, hey, man, I'll fucking gladly mop up this shit for you because I'm the new bitch, and you're a fucking legend. But I got a lot of respect for you. I mean, you're going to have to literally bash me over the head with a hammer for me to lose respect for you or something. Or take a shot at my kids or something. Because everything else just fuels me and I love it. That's what I would say to JBL. You can't fucking knock me down. I'm fucking here. Same thing Mauro Ranallo should have said, but that's not his mental status, and I get it. I get that. It happened to me with Matt Stryker. It happened to me with Bully Ray. Fuck, Mauro Ranallo would have left. And I know that some of you guys don't know what I'm talking about, so I'll make it really brief. The bottom line is I went to an independent wrestling show to do commentary. And recently I'd been making some jokes about Bully Ray on Twitter. And I'd been making some jokes to Road Dogg, and Road Dogg, was awesome to me. But then he sent Bully Ray after me at a house show. It was funny. And then I saw Bully Ray in real life, person to person, and I was there to call a wrestling show. And Bully Ray snapped on me and cut a real promo on me and was trying to scare me and all these other things. And, he basically he really got in my face and went nuts. And it was kind of fucking scary because, I'm not going to do anything, but is he going to do something? Holy shit, bro. I might get fucking hurt by Bully Ray. And if a normal other human being was yelling at me like this, I'd be ready to fight. Like, oh, this is going to be a fight. Like, holy shit, I got to I'll fucking fight you. But it was Bully Ray. So, I couldn't do it. I was just staring at him like, if he takes a shot, I'm just going to have to take it. And it's going to be fucking crazy because he's huge. And the bottom line is then I thought about leaving. I thought, fuck, I should just get out of here and go home. You know what I mean? And then I said in my head, I said, fuck that. Fuck that. You know what I mean? I'm like 30 at the time. I'm 33, 34 years old or something. I'm 35 years old, actually. I'm 35 at the time. I'm 35 fucking years old. I'm not going home because Bully Ray yelled at me. Fuck this. And then Matt Stryker was acting weird to me because he was my commentary partner. And Matt Stryker he was shitting on me like crazy. And by the way, I did kind of get nervous because Matt Stryker was shitting on me all night. Everything I said, he made fun of me. He just wouldn't stop. And it wasn't like he was kind of kidding. It was like he really wanted me to get angry or something. And I fucking dealt with Bully Ray. I dealt with Matt Stryker doing that. I loved Matt Stryker. He was funny. Everything he made fun of me for I thought was funny, and I enjoyed it, and I played along with it as best I could. Probably too much. But, and then Bully Ray pulled me aside later and said, hey, man, I could have fucked your whole shit tonight, and I didn't do it, man. And let's walk away, cool, and shook my hand and everything. So the bottom line is I took my shit because I deserved to. And sometimes you're the bitch. But if you really love something, even if someone else is trying to stop you from doing it or someone else is just calling you out for something. If you walk away, man, that's fucking sad. You know, don't do that. Stick it out and do what you want to do. You know what I mean? Have the balls to do that. And especially when it's your fucking dream. I know that my dream was to do wrestling commentary and that I wanted to do wrestling commentary and that's all I ever wanted to do. That's what I wanted to do. I knew it because I stayed there that night and did it for nothing. I got paid no money. I wanted to be there to do the commentary no matter what. And if you're more Ronaldo, dude, it's just like, damn, bro, he quit and walked away. So same thing with Kylie Ray. And same thing with, kind of Lars Sullivan had this sort of situation, right? I mean, they really did beat up on Lars Sullivan. And obviously, Lars Sullivan is not the brightest bulb, right? Lars Sullivan said some weird shit on the internet boards. I don't know what he really meant or believes. I don't know. He's in gay porns. He's in wrestling. He's on message boards making weird racist comments, sort of, and weird statements about things. But then at the same time, he seems like he loves everyone. So I don't know. I don't understand what happened with Lars Sullivan. You know what I mean? If some 18-year-old black kid goes on the internet in some message boards and writes some things about white people, I'm not going to think like, I don't think 8 years later, if I see the guy and he shakes my hand and he's smiling and he's talking to everybody, acting kind of normal and whatever, and then someone brings that up and says, yo, look what Malcolm said about white people. And it's like, okay, yeah, that's kind of weird, but like, I don't know. What did you even mean by this? Like, do you even think this? Like, I don't know. And the guy's like, I don't know, man. I was fucking like an angry, retarded 18-year-old, and I was just buying into some shit, and I was talking shit. I don't know. I kind of thought that at the time. I don't know. I'd be like, oh, okay, whatever. Like, people grow up, people change, people make jokes, people have dumb opinions at one point. You know, it's not like he said like straight up crazy. He did say some weird shit, and I saw the message boards and I read them, and there was some weird shit that he said. But like, it's like, dude, I don't know, man. I'm just like, I know some people don't like me for this, but I just always try to give people the benefit of the doubt, and it's just vague, weird shit. But so like, I don't think Lars Sullivan needed to leave and go away and have meltdowns and mental breakdowns. I don't think Kylie Ray needed to have mental breakdowns. But like, the only thing I can think is that these people must actually have mental problems. Do you know what I mean? Like, I think these people actually might have mental problems, and that's the whole thing. Like, I don't think it's anything else. Why else would you not want to carry the ball or be in AEW? You know, even if you didn't want to be, you know, and hell, maybe Tony Khan gave up creepy vibes. Maybe Tony Khan was, I mean, we've seen Tony Khan be a little creepy. He's creepy with men. So every woman that he interacts with is probably creeped out too. But you don't need to be, because he's like this with the guys. Tony Khan is like, oh, it's really great to see you, and oh, let me give you a hug, and oh. And it's very bizarre. Seems sweet, though, but it's bizarre. And so he's doing that to the men. So if he's doing that to the men, he's doing that to the women. The women are probably freaked out, too. And so maybe Kylie Ray got that vibe from Tony Khan, like, ooh, he's so touchy-feely and weird. What is he trying to, what the fuck? And then the Jericho thing happens where he, you know, she thinks she's going to a party, and then it's just Jericho, and he's like, oh, what's going on? And she's like, I don't know. And then she's like, we're gonna make you the champion of the company, and then she just starts being like, oh my God, what the fuck is going on? I want to get out of here. Okay. If that's what it is, then that's what it is. And I don't know. But that could be the situation.
I think I'm cute. I know I'm sexy. I've got the looks.
What is this? Wait a minute.
Sexy boy. I'm not your boy, too. Get your heart out, girls. off the merchandise.
What is this?
You know that I'm just a sexy boy. I'm not your boy toy. He's just a sexy boy. He's not your boy toy. I make him shiver. Then he's get weak whenever I'm around. I see me walk, hear me talk. I make them feel like they're on cloud nine. I'm just a sexy boy. I'm not your boy toy. I'm just a sexy boy. I'm not your boy toy. Get your heart out, girls. Hands off the merchandise.
I think we played the wrong clip. Can we please roll the Chris Jericho video again? Not that. I think we played the wrong clip, guys. Yeah. Great. Good job. Please play the Chris Jericho clip. Please. I mean, I'm begging for it at this point. By the way, thank you to Colonel Stutters, or I spelled that way wrong, but whatever. The $5 donation. If you guys love the show, we're going to keep going all night long. Tuesday Night Rage, episode 30 tonight. And we're going to keep going, but we need your support. Streamlabs link is pinned to the top of the stream, or you can use Super Chat down below, or become a member. We need your support to keep these shows going. So join up now. We'll be back after this 1 second break.
Is AEW hiding a dark secret? There are reports that Chris Jericho invited Kylie Ray to a party she thought involved other AEW wrestlers. But when she got there, all she saw was a horny, drugged out, allegedly sex-crazed Chris Jericho. These accusations leave us asking questions, many questions. But my main question is, where are her tits? I mean, there's Chris Jericho's tits, but where are hers? One thing that's certain, Tony Khan is a proven liar.
Like, what has been done specifically to combat, to prevent issues like sexual harassment?
I think we have the best safety record. My life was in danger.
0 in WWE. But in your company, you yourself say that that's happened.
Any update on the status of Kylie Ray? She's been a little bit
Oh
absent.
my God, does he know? If he knows, I'll fucking kill him.
She's no longer with us. We had so many things going into, so many announcements going into that role, but she asked for a release and we granted it. So she called me and asked if she could be released from her contract, and it was pretty simple. I said yeah, and I asked her if everything was okay, and she said yeah. She just didn't want to be with the company anymore, and we talked about it, and it was very simple and simple. So yeah, she's not on her own.
Seem amicable.
Super. She's a very nice person. She asked for a release and we granted it.
She asked for her release because she allegedly saw Chris Jericho's dick. We don't know what is true, but one thing is for certain. AEW is hell. The following are allegations and rumors, not necessarily true.
I nominate that for clip of the year. But also, as we sit here on Tuesday Night Rage and wait for the Epstein list to come out, or to really get going on that, we must remember this. The other night, The Rock showed up back in WWE. Also, Dork Knight showed up on the show. Now, Dork Knight showed up and tried to make it all about him, as you heard. You know, Rojas pointed it out. I pointed it out. We all pointed it out. But let me tell you something. This is one of the best ever If You Smells that I've ever heard. He poured his heart and soul into this. Bro, he was like, if you smell. And the crowd, when he was doing it, was like, rah! Like they were like screaming over the if you smell part. It was so loud. Listen to the if you smell part. He like blasts it.
I love you too, San Diego. And that's what I thought. If you smell what The Rock is cooking.
Thank God The Rock's movies have been shit recently. Because if they have not been shit, I don't think The Rock would be back. So, man, we are so lucky that The Rock's, taking a little bit of a bump. You know what I mean? Like, The Rock was killing it. He was, like, almost perfect. We talked about this for a long time, that there was, like, nothing The Rock couldn't touch that didn't turn to gold. And if there was a one point where if The Rock walked away for like 10 years and just didn't do anything else, you would have been like, God damn, he is perfect. He can sing, he can do this, that, and the other thing. And I think it all went south. I'm theorizing here. There's one or two things, but I think it all went south when The Rock released that rap. It's about power, it's about bana, it's about mana, it's about dana. Like, that was so terrible. And I was like, holy shit. I've almost never seen The Rock do something terrible. And I saw Tooth Fairy. And even in that, I was like, well, this is still kind of ridiculously funny in a stupid way. You know? But like, bro, I heard that rap. It's about mana, it's about power, it's about my hour. Like, whatever the fuck that was. And it was like, wow, this is terrible. I could do a better rap than this. And so, like, that was the first time I was like, God damn, Rock is human. So, and then he bought the XFL, which was another failure. You know, again, that was like a really weird move. I don't understand. So he bought the XFL. He did that rap. Then he did Black Adam or whatever, and that just tanked. And it's like, it's all been fucking downhill ever since that goddamn rap. Then he did that thing with Oprah where they were like, we're going to raise money for ourselves. And then he was like, oh, shit, this looks terrible. So it's like he's made no good decisions at this point for like, how long has it been? Like 3 years of The Rock making shitty decisions and not doing something good. But one thing is true. The Rock still got it when he shows up on wrestling. So, boom, The Rock made a beautiful choice, a wonderful choice, and a perfect choice because, goddamn, that rap sucked, and it ruined him. Hell, the guy who made the parody, the gay version of The Rock's rap, is better than The Rock's rap. It's much better. So, like, go figure that out.
We go home them, we go suck their dicks off.
I mean, this is better. How is this better than the real song? We go hump them.
We go hump them, we go suck their dicks off. We go hump them, we go suck their dicks off.
It's about dick, it's about penis. Men are from Mars, but I'm from Venus. Put it in the butt, spank him in the shower, and take what's ours. I want to drain the main vein, prostate massage so insane until you scream, I'm so motherfucking gay.
When we gonna fuck though?
Masturbation, ejaculation, slinging lots of semen to the masses. Face to face and now we fornicating. Pussy only when I'm busting asses. Meat on you so thick indeed, when I'm pumping hard, you're gonna scream, mama. Don't bring condoms to the queen, Brahma. Coming on you with extreme mana.
We go hump them, we go suck their dicks off.
I mean, bro, how is that better? How is
you
that,
guys, we're talking about...
What is going on? How is that better than the original song? And I'm telling you, man, that I love The Rock, and The Rock has done so much great stuff. He really has. Oh, shit. Oh, my God. Look at this. Look at this. Chief Wahoo. Chief Wahoo just gifted 5 subs. Damn, dude. Isn't that like $20? 3, 6, 9, 12. Yeah, it's like $20. Man, Chief Wahoo, thank you so much, dude. Man. Holy shit, bro. Chief Wahoo, dude, thank you, man. That was really nice of you, man.
It's my birthday.
Holy shit.
So you became a...
Oh, man, Al Vale is getting one. Al Vale is getting a membership courtesy of Chief Wahoo. Beautiful shit. You love to see it. Al Vale, you beautiful thing, you're welcome. Good job, Chief Wahoo. How beautiful is that? Oh, it's so sweet. Scott Novak says gifting subs is cool.
It's my birthday.
What the fuck?
So you became a member.
Jay is Savage is getting a membership as well. What up? Most Blaze is here. Brian, how you doing, Brian? Got a member in the chat. Scott Novak, Chief Wahoo, let him rip. Jay Savage got one. We know the Ghost from the Coast is a producer on patreon.com/Joe Cronin Show and a member in the chat. Eddie Chaos is here.
It's my birthday.
I hope Ed's view's okay.
You became a
Japan is nuts right now.
a member.
Oh, yeah. Double A Ron, baby. Double A Ron. The Discord is open if anybody wants to join on Discord, but I don't know if anybody's going to. But that's okay. I want to show you what happened last night with Dork and Rastafa in a minute. Double A Ron, thank you, man. Take the... What is this?
It's my birthday. So you became a...
Walking Tall is pretty good, yeah.
A member.
E-Man84, thank you, man. And yeah, Ed's view has said things to me on Twitter, so he's got to be okay. But man, Japan's nuts right now. I mean, we got the planes crashing into each other at the airports. Luckily, no one got hurt, really. I don't think. And then the earthquake, the tsunamis.
It's my birthday.
It's been crazy in Japan recently.
So you became a member.
TTSSYF. Too many tits. Suck sauce your fuckery. Thank you for becoming a member. Cheers, courtesy of the Chief Wahoo. Man, look at all the guys that are going. Stone Roses. Keith Lee is just there for the free catering. What do you think AEW catering is really like? We got to get somebody who was there to really go over, exactly what the catering was like in AEW. I want to go over that with somebody. I need someone to go over the catering with me. If you want somewhere to go where it's insane and you want to download an app like Patreon and get weird, then look no further than patreon.com/Joe Cronin Show, where we can get X-rated off of YouTube. And trust me, we do, on the thousands of podcasts that are available exclusively only there on patreon.com/Joe Cronin Show. Vince says, Bully Ray never would have beaten you up and gone to jail to beat your ass. Well, you're probably right. I mean, he is too smart. Bully Ray is too smart. He did just enough to terrify me. You know what I mean? Like brilliant. Brilliant Bully Ray. I'll give it to him. He was brilliant. But yeah, one of the best all-time If You Smells. If You Smell! Like, it was like really big the other night. Listen to that again, one more time.
I will tell you what the entire Rock Loves a Bar too.
Where is it?
I thought, if you smell what The Rock is cooking.
Like, bro, he dropped. That was a good one. I liked his promo. Some people said they didn't like it. I don't know why. I thought it was a strong, fun promo. I've heard other ones that were more like, yeah, I'm The Rock, here we go. But he usually does pretty well every time. But I thought it was good. I thought it was for The Rock, I thought it was a 7 out of 10. Do you know what I mean? But compared to a lot of other people, it was like an 8 out of 10. But for The Rock, give it a 7 out of 10. He channeled the Iron Sheik. And he was like, if Sheik was here, he'd say, who's this big bastard piece of shit? And what's funny about what he said about Sheik is then people started tweeting out, times that that Sheik praised Jinder Mahal. And I thought that was really funny. So people were tweeting out like, and I think I retweeted it too because it was really funny. So people tweeted out, Jinder Mahal. And basically, that the Sheik had tweeted out about Jinder Mahal, and here it is. I have it right here for you. I got it pulled up now. There it is. Here's Sheik's tweet about Jinder Mahal from earlier this year. The Jinder Bubba, excellent shape, excellent talent, and now he does Iron Sheik clubs. He forever no jabroni. Respect the legend. So it was great that like 11 months later, The Rock is on TV pretending to talk to the Sheik about how Jinder Mahal's a piece of shit. And somebody dug this up from February. Oh God, that was funny. I thought this was hilarious. Jinder looks focused there, though. You know what I mean? He looks really focused right there. It's Tuesday Night Rage. Although we're not doing... are we doing... I did rant on Nick Houseman and blast him earlier, so I guess we raged on Nick Houseman tonight. Have we really raged on anything else? Maybe. We got a snowstorm coming. Finally. Not that I want one right now, especially with how my house has been. A lot of things, problems and stuff, and snowstorm wouldn't really be a great thing, I don't think, right now necessarily, but at the same time, I really want to go sledding. And my kids, we haven't been sledding in 17 months because there was no snow last year. So it's been 17 friggin' months. So I'm down for a little bit of snow so we can go sledding. I want like a little bit, then it go away and we don't really get any more. That's it. Just do it once. Give me that sledding snow so I can take my kids out in my front yard and go down the hill and sled. That's all I want. Just
It's
give me,
my
whoa.
birthday, so you became a member.
Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Ladies and gentlemen, he is here. He is Louis Urdaneta, and he is now a member. Mr. Urdaneta, thank you so much for becoming a member again. We're going to start putting up some of the bonus content from Patreon. Not all of it, but there is going to be some stuff that you would get on Patreon that will also be available to members of YouTube as well. So that way, if you're somebody who just doesn't do Patreon, at least you can become a member and get it on YouTube. And most of the members are patrons anyway, so people like to double up to support this channel, and so thank you for that. And so, yeah, I think that's fine. And it will just allow people to decide where they want to absorb the bonus, stuff. But obviously, $25 producers, obviously, are preferenced or whatever you want to say. Let me see. What did you send me? John said he sent me something. The Bullfrog is messaging me on Twitter over and over again. He called me daddy. What the fuck is wrong with Bullfrog, man? I'm ready, daddy. What does that mean? Dude, he sends me messages like, I'm ready, daddy. And then I'm like, Bullfrog, what are you ready for? You want to come on? And he's like, no, I can't come on. It's like, well, then why are you saying, are you ready, daddy, to me? Like, what the fuck is the point in saying, am I ready, daddy, on Twitter? Oh, but I can't come on shows because I'll be like, whatever. Well, then stop DMing me that you're ready for me, daddy. What the fuck what are you doing? Just weird. And I like weird, too. You're weirding me out. How do you weird me out? You know, you got problems if you're weirding me out. Good Lord. Daddy. I'm ready, daddy. Jesus. I mean, he can come on the show if he wants, but he doesn't. Rock reigns in the chamber, says Luis Urdaneta. Guys, do you want to see The Rock and Roman in the chamber? I mean, is that where you... By the way, 31 months. Look at that Tom head right there. You want to see him in the chamber? Like, that's... I mean, I could see if, like, The Rock was like, listen, I can't do WrestleMania. So I'm really probably never going to be able to do WrestleMania because I'm booked next year, and I can't make it this year because of something. But I want to do something. So, you know, I mean, maybe. The only way it's Rock and Roman in the chamber and not WrestleMania to me is if that's what it is. Like, The Rock basically said, hey, listen, this is never going to happen, so, but I do have time during this time, and that's chamber, you know, and I'll do that just because I want to get in the ring and do this. And since it's never going to happen otherwise, let's do it here at least, or do it somewhere. I'll do it. And they said, well, okay. You know, and obviously it should be a WrestleMania event, and it's big enough for WrestleMania. It's like it should be at WrestleMania. But the only reason it would happen at Chamber is if there just was no other choice, and which I do understand if that's the case, but that is a little disappointing to me, but it does help Cody Rhodes out, tell you that. It does help Cody Rhodes be able to maybe finish the story or whatever, which, by the way, oh my God, do I hate that. Listen, I love Cody Rhodes. I want to see Cody Rhodes win the title and do this whole thing. I want to see that at some point. But good Lord, do I not want to have to keep saying finish the story or whatever the fuck. Finish the story, dude. Finish me off with a weapon if I have to hear that again. Like, God, do I hate hearing that. Finish the story. Dude, fucking finish me. Dude, I'll go down to San Francisco, butt pump some hooker, get AIDS just so I can be finished. Because Christ, do I not want to hear finish me anymore. It's awful. The other night, we had some interesting interactions with Dork Knight and Luke Rojas. Before we move on to the next couple of topics that I have for you here tonight on the big one, it's Tuesday night. It's episode 30 of Tuesday Night Rage. Let's take a look back at when Dork Knight, for some reason, Dork Knight came on the show the other day faking like he was depressed. And I don't know why, but it was weird, and we made fun of him. Watch this. I mean, good Lord. I mean, you're looking at AEW with the face of TNA wrestling. Samoa Joe is their champion right now. Like, are we watching AEW slowly become TNA?
I don't know.
We got two Samoans on top of the wrestling world.
I'm going to tell you, I like Samoa. I know, right? It's quite the good week for the Samoan dynasty, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, oh, this guy. I can't imagine him inside a woman. I don't know why. All right.
Excuse me, Joe. Do you want to talk off cam? Let's go, bro.
Joe's gotta be off cam. Why can't you just tell us now? It has to be off camera, off mic, that he can admit that he's been inside.
I was really tired. Yeah, but now
I didn't plug anything.
But anyway, now it's tonight. Now it's tonight. What happened?
So 2 rows behind me is my ex.
What?
With her new man.
Her new man, actual man.
And that kind of, it fucked with me. I'm not gonna lie, fucked with me.
Wow.
Wait. You go to a house show and your ex and her man were behind you?
2 rows behind me. Yeah.
Anybody not believe this or?
Yeah, I don't believe this one bit. I think you followed them. This is
damn
ridiculous. This is the most ridiculous story I've ever heard. Yeah, you're the first of all to act as if wrestling is that popular.
No, I've been there, so I probably will be happy. But once again, you did make the show about you the first second you showed up. It's amazing. Has anyone else noticed this?
God damn it!
This is the Rock. The Rock literally returned tonight. This could be the main event of WrestleMania. It could be The Rock and Roman. Hopefully not. But you coming back is somehow overshadowed that.
Yes, you see, no matter what it is, when he shows up, it's like you would think he's The Rock. Like even on other network. Imagine if me and you were in the arena together, and your ex texted you that, and then I beat her up in front of you.
Yeah. Dork.
I'm sorry, guys. I should not be. I'm
Dork, imagine. Okay, wait, Dork. Imagine like in a dark alley. Imagine in a dark alley, your ex and her boyfriend are walking down the alley, and they get mugged, and the boyfriend gets killed, but you come in and save your ex. And your ex like, oh my God, you're way manlier than my retarded dead ex-boyfriend. And then she sucks your cock.
I mean, that would be cool, but
well, then why don't you think about that?
Wait a minute, hold on a second. Nobody say anything. Oh my God!
You.
Wow. Well, Dork Knight,
what's going on?
The Rock is back, Dork. Are you ready?
I am ready. Are you ready?
Why don't you think about that?
Wait a minute. Hold on a second. Nobody say anything. Oh my God!
You.
Wow. Well, Dork Knight,
what's going on?
The Rock is back, Dork. Are you ready?
I am ready. Are you ready?
I didn't ask you, Mustafa.
I didn't ask you, Dork Knight.
I guess I didn't watch SmackDown tonight, so The Rock was on SmackDown, I guess.
Is today?
I don't know if you just caught that, but Dork Knight, but the exchange between Joe and Mustafa right there was something else. Joe goes, "I wasn't talking to you, Mustafa," and Mustafa goes, "I wasn't talking to you, Dork Knight."
Yeah. You're playing about being retarded? Okay. Anyway, Dork.
Joe goes, "I wasn't talking to you, Mustafa," and Mustafa goes, "I wasn't talking to you, Dork Knight."
Yeah.
I'm just playing.
You're playing about being retarded? Okay. Anyway, Dork. Oh my God, dude. I'm sorry, but like Mustafa is a mess sometimes. That was too fucking weird. He's like, I don't know, whatever. He's like, oh my God. What he said right there. Oh my God, bro. Oh my God, it kills me. I wasn't talking to you. It's like I'm talking to Dork, and then Mustafa answers me, and then I'm like, why are you answering? And then he talks to someone. Like it was, I don't know, what, bro. I don't know. I love Dork, though. I love Dork and Mustafa, and good Christ, do they, like, just constantly, like, breed entertainment. You know? They're just guys that you can really beat them up. You can really beat him up. You can really beat Mustafa up, and you can really beat Dork up. Julio Guzman says, I can see a three-way, The Rock, Roman, and Rhodes. I did say that yesterday during the stream. I was like, well, what if it's Rock, Roman Reigns, and Cody? And that would kind of make sense in a way, too, because it would also help, you know, The Rock, you know, because obviously he looked a little blown up the other night, so maybe one person in a match would be maybe a little too much for The Rock. But, like, I don't know, man. I just, even though I understand that, and I even sort of mentioned it to myself, it just doesn't seem right, man, to put, like, I don't know, to put another person in between The Rock and Roman. That just does not seem right to me. So I can't really get on board with that, even though I brought it up, and we're all thinking about it, and you guys have, and it could happen, but, like, it's just like shit bomb. Oh my God.
Dork Psycho.
Matt Cologne with the $5 super chat. Dork Psycho. Well, he did threaten to kill himself twice, or like a lot last night. So he was on the show. He did threaten to kill himself. Come on the show tonight if you want, Dork. The Discord is open for you if you want to join on the Discord. Also, guys, if you're a patron and you're in the $10 VIP or above that, make sure that you get the correct, you know, plate stamp on Discord. You know, like Asher. Obviously, Asher shouldn't even have one anymore, but some people have lost theirs. They're not producers anymore. You will lose yours eventually. You know, Jennifer Muppet Baby was a $10
Shit
VIP.
bum.
She's got hers.
I think Roman is doing double duty in Mania.
I think well, yeah. So that I brought that up last night too. I said, well, what if Roman does one night with Cody, and the next night with The Rock? Well, if anything, I would think The Rock would be the first night, right? And then Cody would get his shot the next week or the next night, and then Cody could win somehow. And maybe even the Bloodline would screw The Rock, and then The Rock would come out the next night to screw Roman. You know, and Cody would win. But, like, do you really want Cody winning that way? I think Roman, when he loses eventually, he's got to lose clean, like, finally. Like, somebody beat Roman Reigns, straight up beat him. You know, that's what we're probably looking for.
Super chat.
Oh, shit. Louis Urdinetta, thanks for the 5.
Triple threat. Rock will turn heel and save Roman.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Imagine that. Oh, my God, dude. What? The Rock turns on, turns and just attacks Cody. I can see him doing that to face Roman one-on-one more and take out Cody. But, man, imagine him completely turning actual heel, and then, oh, man, I don't know. Julio Guzman, thank you for the $1 super chat. Thank you to Louis Urdinetta for the super chat, and Matt Cologne for the super chat as well. $5 super chats coming in, and Louis Urdinetta earlier as well, and Chief Wahoo dropping the membership bomb. 5 memberships for some lucky, sexy individuals. Dork Knights on Discord. Oh, I lost him. I think he jumped off. I saw you in here for a minute, Dorky. Oh, there he is. There's the Dorky. The Dork Knight. Let's see. Remember the other. Usually it takes him a little while to figure out what a microphone is, but he'll figure it out. Out 5,000. Oh, there he is. What's up, baby? You're alive.
Dude, I was fucked up last night. That's embarrassing, but it's all good. I'm glad you guys got a kick out of it, though. That's my only purpose in life is to make people laugh. So it's
well, I was hoping that you pull your dick out at one point, because then I was gonna go off the air, But I was gonna record, and then we could have done the whole, like, for $50 on a website somewhere, you can see Dork take his dick out, and that has happened before.
Yeah, not with me, but yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't good, but luckily we got to it in time. And
I think
yeah,
to kind of talk about what you guys have been chatting about, I think Rock is gonna. I think he's gonna lose clean to Roman at Elimination Chamber, and it's still gonna be Cody finishing the story at WrestleMania, because Elimination Chamber's in Perth, Australia, and they need a big match for that, because
man,
60,000 tickets sold or something.
The Rock going all the way to Australia, holy shit! That's and to me though, like I said earlier, it tells me, I think, that he just doesn't have the schedule to be at WrestleMania. Or do you think he does have the schedule? They just creatively don't want to do that.
I think they need something big for the Australia show, is what I think.
And that's it?
Rock is...
you don't think they need something big for WrestleMania?
Oh, they already got it, man. They got Punk and Rollins and Cody and Roman. And I think it makes sense because you have... it just makes the victory for Cody all that sweeter if Rock passes the torch to Roman, by losing clean. Which he probably actually wouldn't lose clean. He'd probably have some interference because he always does.
So what I said a minute ago was that they, the bloodline interferes on The Rock, and then The Rock would basically show up at WrestleMania to pay back Roman for doing that to him, and that helps Cody win, which I don't like that because that taints his win a little bit, but they could do that.
Yeah, I want Cody to win clean when he wins. I want it to be, yeah.
Right. You got a headache from yesterday? Is you're a little rough today?
Dude, I was very hungover. I slept until 4 o'clock in the afternoon.
Hopefully your sponsor didn't see you drunk last night.
Oh, you have a oh no. Well,
hopefully not.
I got to tell you something. My wife also was hungover badly today. I've never seen my wife. This is the worst I've ever seen my wife hungover today. Worst ever. Yeah, she drank a lot,
Superchat
a lot
party
last night. Randy Viper.
OMG, the Dark Knight is here. God #Darklist 2024.
Ladies and gentlemen, Randy Viper. And he's loving some Dark Knight though.
What's up, Garguts?
How you doing, Randy?
Rocking the Steel Reserve.
Get hard, Garguts. What are you doing, brother?
Well, fuck. Nothing. First day off in 7 days.
That's awesome.
Fuck me.
Yeah, I'm off too. Let's go rob somebody.
I need to.
No. Ain't that right? I love
something about stealing.
I always love when Garguts, even in his old place and his other old place, he always sits near a window, no matter which place it is. And I always think about just like a a hand coming through the wall and just grabbing you, or like a stray bullet, in the neighborhood.
That was pretty close. Remember that first time I moved in that other place and somebody was firing guns outside? I said, "Hey, somebody's firing guns." I look outside and you go, "Don't run to the gunshots."
Mm-hmm. When was it? Wasn't this 3? Was that 3 years ago now?
I was like,
or was that sooner? I don't remember.
It was a year and a half ago.
Oh God, I remember. Yeah, it wasn't that long ago then. Jesus Christ, I can't figure out time anymore. And I also remember, shit, man. I remember when you called the show 7 years ago, and you were in that other place, and that chick was with you, and some guy fell through a wall behind you. I don't know what it was. It was weird. He didn't fall through a wall, but he fell over, and it was on camera. It was funny.
Oh yeah.
You were at a party or something.
Yeah, and he fell through my door.
Your mic is low, by the way.
Yeah, really low. I didn't want to.
Oh shit. It's either low, it's either loud, it's either fucked.
Yeah,
Who knows?
it's better now.
But yeah, I remember that. That was the party door. And he fell through it. And I was like, "What the fuck are you doing?" And it was some dude that he actually got on and he started talking in Spanish to you. Remember?
Yeah. And that turned me on. You talking Spanish to me, I get turned on. Did you see The Rock come back the other night, Garguts? I'm sure you might have been working, but
I was working and I was getting all these messages and I was like, "What the fuck do you mean The Rock's back?" So I had to watch that entire segment yesterday when I got home, and it was great. And then I tried to look for backstage stuff, so nobody knew that he was coming back.
Well, we all were. If you were watching me, I mean, we were guessing yeah, it's The Rock. The Rock's coming out tonight because Triple H telegraphed that Triple H was like a big former star. He said a former world champion will be coming back tonight. And once he said that, it was like, well, okay, they're gonna pretend it's somebody else, and then it's gonna be The Rock. I mean, they're in fucking San Diego. It's gonna be The Rock. They're not gonna say this and it be something stupid. So, the only thing is Jinder came out and it was like, well, and he's like, oh, America, and it was like, oh, this is so ridiculous. But whatever, it was fun and it worked, but I don't know. They should have, Jinder Mahal should have been coming out for like 4 weeks, cutting these promos. And then they should have, announced that a big person was coming back tonight. And then they should have had him come out then the same way. And it would have been less suspecting,
Mm-hmm. Was this the first time Jinder's been back in a while too?
Yeah, I don't remember.
He's with some tag team. He's like the manager for a tag team now, isn't he? On
Yes.
NXT.
Yeah, he's like a manager. So he's been around. I mean, it wasn't. They contrived it to bring, to bring The Rock out, which is fine.
He
It
got Randy Orton. You got CM Punk'd by Randy. You know what I'm talking about? When
Yeah.
Randy Orton comes back and the CM Punk comes out. So yeah, he came back and.
Do you remember when
overtook it.
Remember when Randy Orton was at Tribute with the Troops behind the scenes, and we got the story from my former co-host where Randy Orton couldn't stand being there at the Tribute to the Troops, so Randy Orton was yelling like, "Can we just get the fuck out of here?" I don't know. Whenever I hear Randy Orton, I think of him saying, "Can we just get the fuck out of here?" And all the soldiers being like, "What the fuck?" Like all the wrestlers are meeting all the soldiers and talking, and there's Randy Orton like in the corner yelling at Vince and everybody and being like, "Can we just get the fuck out of here?" And the soldiers being like, "Oh."
It was just too hot for him, or what?
I don't know. No, he just wanted to. I don't know. He just wanted to get the fuck out of there. Yeah, it was hot. They were in Iraq, doing tribute for the troops. At one of the military bases or whatever. I think they might have been somewhere else actually, but whatever. And the story was, and these are two deployed soldiers. My former co-hosts that were together. They were there, and they said that Randy Orton was like, they lost a little respect for him because he was like, "Can we just get the fuck out of here?"
How long ago was this? Was this back during
what
his
year?
I want to say it was
Notorious
around
Asshole days?
probably around 2004.
Oh, okay, that track.
5, but probably
You know
4.
what? I think Chino was there that day too. That's funny.
Really?
Yeah, he was at the first one that they did,
Oh.
or one of the first ones.
Well, yeah, Tommy and Dave were there. I mean, that's Dave's story. The other Dave, the dead wrong Dave.
Dead on the wrong day.
Dead on the wrong day. Yeah, he told that story on the show, and I was like, "What the fuck, really?" He's like, "Yeah, Randy was like, just pacing, and he was like, 'Can we just get the fuck out of here?'" You have to fly across the world on Christmas or whatever it is, and you're out there and you're doing the tribute or whatever. There's you're there for days, and you're fucking dehydrated, and it's 110 degrees, and it's just all this shit, and it smells like camel shit and whatever else. And then Randy Orton just had enough. He's just like, "Can we just get the fuck out of here?"
Kind of reminds me of India or something. Just big ass room for an airport. You're fucked.
Yeah.
The Indian report.
That might be the only story I ever remember from anybody. It was pretty good. It definitely sounds like Orton, so I believe it.
So about this Kylie Ray stuff.
Yeah.
I told you she was gonna go for a reason, and I was like, mentally, I think it was because something happened backstage, and damn, I didn't know it was gonna get that far, and then. For all these other fucking girls coming out.
Yeah, but you know what, though, Garguts? Is Kylie Ray has been weird everywhere. You know what I mean? She's been weird everywhere, dude. She's always, failing everywhere. It's like a constant with her. You know what I mean? But she does say, and listen, Tony Khan's creepy, kind of. And Jericho, if he invited her to his room, and then she, whatever. So, I mean, I could see her leaving, but, I mean, what did Jericho really do but try to make a pass at her,
He was just naked in his fucking bathroom. You want some of my bubbly?
Yes, yeah. I don't think he did that, but that's what I picture, and I wish that was what happened because it's fucking silly. That's right. Oh my god, making a really bad movie about that would be hilarious. Jericho's in a robe with barely any underwear on, and he's just like, "You want some of the bubbly, Kylie?" And she's like, "Oh,
rock and roll."
Yeah. She opens up the door. She opens up the door, and it's just Jericho there with the robe on and his dick out, and he's got a glass of scotch, and in the background, Judas is playing, and he goes, "Rock and roll."
You said you want to be the very best. Rock and roll.
Hey,
that's her song.
Hey there,
Her song
Kylie.
is,
I heard you wanted to be the breast. Yeah, rock and roll, baby. Like,
bubbly time.
It's bubbly.
So I guess I'm out of the loop. What's this Kylie Ray Chris Jericho thing? What's
oh my
what's
God.
the link there?
Holy
Chris
shit,
Jericho
dork.
got canceled a few days ago because of Kylie Ray. Somebody coming out for Kylie Ray. I don't even think Kylie Ray came out.
Yeah,
about it.
Kylie Ray
Somebody
isn't exposing this. Other people are, but she's hearting their things that
Mm-hmm.
they're saying. So people are like, oh, well, she's endorsing it then. Nick Hausman is the one who also said, Nick Hausman said this, and this is what actually sparked it, dork. Oh, wait, my fucking Audacity just crashed. Are you fucking serious? Oh, my God, bro. I had
use that shit?
Dude, I had the audio pulled up because I amplified it because it was so soft on the website. So let me just try to get it open again so you can hear it, because this is the audio that sparked the whole thing. And I don't know.
I didn't hear that. I didn't hear
Chris
any audio.
behind the scenes, where I know of a lot of people who have been hurt by Chris and his actions, and you know,
Well, I want to know who they are, Nick Hausman.
it's very uncomfortable to me to see him lauded as often as he is, with only the focus on that, because I do think that there's a lot of questionable stories about Chris that will find their way out over time, and when people are ready to tell those stories, that will cast him in a very different light. I mean, look, Harvey Weinstein won a lot of Oscars. Harvey Weinstein produced a lot of very popular films. Harvey Weinstein is now in jail. I'm not saying that's going to happen to Chris, but your narrative can very quickly turn if you're hiding a lot of skeletons.
Yeah, so that's Nick Hausman, the guy who once tried to start a website with me, JD, and a couple other people.
Oh, that's the same guy?
Yeah, and Eric Bischoff. The day I was on the call
did
with
see that clip.
When I was on the call with Eric Bischoff that day for like fucking 2 hours, it was Nick Hausman's whole thing. But yeah, he's a weird dude. He's from Chicago, loves the Ukraine, and who knows what he really believes in.
Was he next to Jericho in the same bed or what?
I'd love to know these evil things that Jericho has done that apparently Nick Hausman knows he's done. But what do you think about that, Dork? You hear that? Like, what do you think when you hear that? Like, I mean, I
don't know. I've never heard anything like this. So maybe Hausman's got some kind of an agenda. I don't know.
Well, he definitely does not like Jericho's politics. I will say that. So that could be
Super Chat Party.
Randy Viper coming in.
He ain't coming to Straya. Jay and Rock will take out Solo and Jimmy at Mania and help Cody win. Well, not really help him, just evening it out. Gorguts.
Gorguts?
Yeah, Gorguts. What's up, Gorguts? Oh, who said that? Was that Tommy the other night? He was like, oh, yeah, Gorguts or whatever. I'm like,
Yeah, it was Gorguts. I was like, that's my favorite, one of my favorite bands. Damn.
yeah.
It's funny.
Let's call it Gorguts.
Super Chat Party.
Wanna gobble and garguzzle Gorguts Privates 446C.
Oh, my God, Randy Viper. Randy Viper is nuts. Thank you for the New Zealand money, Randy Viper. You're free in New Zealand, baby. Appreciate the donation. Yeah, I knew a band, Will Brierly and the Roller Hosters, and they had a song called "Let's Call It Gorguts." So, and
is that band that it was your friend? And when you saw my name, you're like, that reminds me of my friend's band. I think it.
I don't know. They were like a weird acoustic band. They didn't sound like metal or anything. They were very very acoustic. And the song I think is called Let's Call It Gorguts. Here it is. I found. Oh my God, it's on YouTube. I actually found the song.
You found it?
It's only got 35 views. Listen for a second though. This is Let's Call It Gorguts.
It had more views right now.
So you get the idea.
Why does that sound like you singing?
I don't know. It's not. It's not me. So that I love those guys. I'm still friends with that guy. It's not probably everybody's thing, but I was in that metal band that you saw when you see me screaming in the metal band. And we were like, we were crazy. And anyway, they were coming on after us on the cable. It was right. So like like he didn't know what to do. Like, how do you come out now after that? Like, because we were like, and now he's coming out with like acoustic campfire music, and folk stuff. And he started his set with like, he was like, and I have this on video. Someday I could play it. It's funny. And he's like, dun dun, dun. He's like doing this thing on the guitar, like smashing, like dun 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 dun, and the drummer's doing something, and they're just trying to do something heavy and fast, like dun 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 dun, dun. And then like at the very end, he jumped off a fucking chair and started screaming, and he was like, and then he went, "Wow, Hubert on the mountain," and then he started singing. Like, I was like, what was that? And I was like, oh my god, they had to like do this weird screamy thing at the beginning to sort of warp into what they are coming from what we just did. I thought that was funny as fuck. I didn't know that was coming, and when they got off the stage, I was like, that was fucking hilarious. He goes, yeah, we had to do, like, how do you, like, I'm like, yeah, you guys should have gone on first. Like, I agree. Like, I don't think we should have gone on second. Or you should have gone
funny. I
second.
got a story kind of like the opposite. So there was a soft band that played before us,
and
I knew their music. So when we played, we're like, dude, they got a huge crowd. How do we keep this crowd here? So we covered one of their songs and then turned it into like this metal song. And then they got mad and wanted to fight us afterwards.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
They wanted to fight the metal band? That's bizarre.
Yeah. And they were friends of ours.
I've heard.
They got too drunk.
Jesus. I've heard, it's always the skater bands or like those type of bands that want to fight. I don't know why. Or like whatever.
They were like an emo kind of rock band.
Yeah, like those guys. Like I don't know, man.
Why do you want to fight? You can't even fucking play.
We had to share equipment with this band one time, and they were like cunts. Like we could have used our equipment, but they were like, nah, we'll bring ours and we'll use ours and everything. And I'm like, okay, that's fine. And then they were all bitchy about all their shit. And it was like, well, motherfucker, we could have brought our stuff. And they were just being bitches the whole time. And any minute it felt like a fight was going to break out. And I was like, man, these guys, like, why? Like, it's the metal bands are fine, and why are these and their music was like, like, it was just like gay, like it was like my
girly music,
like
shit that's like
skater emo, like almost Good Charlotte
Heights-ish.
Yeah, kind of like that, but worse than that even. Like it was like not even, and it was just weird, and it was like all the metal bands are nice. Why are you guys the cunts? Like you would think that you guys. I don't know, bro.
So because metal people, we are usually nice dudes. It's just when we get on the stage, we fucking have to. We turn into a different person, which I miss a lot. But when we get off the stage, we're just like, oh, bro, thank you, bro. Like Dimebag Darrell, he was like, yeah, bro, whatever, dude. Like, yeah, let's just party, let's go drink.
You know who turns into a different person? I don't know. Dork Knight, what's up? Dork Knight, what do you got, man? What's on your brain after all this?
So, well, I've been reading this story from SC Scoops. Apparently all this shit allegedly happened in 2019.
Yeah.
Why is it just now coming up?
Oh, you don't know about the whole thing? Oh, my God, Dork.
And, like, with Chris, with all this stuff being, in print and, like, the dude did a podcast, if Jericho's not suing him for slander or libel, maybe there is some truth to the accusations then, because if there weren't, Jericho would slap that motherfucker with a lawsuit immediately, because like this is some pretty bad shit he's saying about this Hausman dude.
We do have the video. I mean, I played it earlier, and I've played several things from it. Where
did you play the video of Chris Jericho talking about Vince McMahon's lawsuit? And he was like, "Yeah, man, you could pay women off. It'll be
Oh
cool.
yeah,
It's cool.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
good."
I mean, Jericho
good,
has a
but
very similar feeling that Vince does, so I could see it. But watch this. This is Tony Khan being asked about it back in 2019. We covered this when this happened because we were like, "What the fuck happened to Kylie Ray? What happened to her being all this stuff?" And then like nothing was said, and then all of a sudden someone asked, and then this was a story that night. But watch how weird and uncomfortable Tony is. Well, actually, let me put the video on, Dork, so you can see it. You got to see this, Dork.
Any update on the status of Kylie Ray? She's been a little bit absent lately.
She's no longer with us. We had so many things going into, so many announcements going into that role, but she asked for a release and we granted it. So she called me and asked if she could be released from her contract, and it was pretty simple. I said yeah, and I asked her if everything was okay, and she said yeah. She just didn't want to be with the company anymore, and we talked about it, and it was very simple. And so yeah, she's not on our roster.
Seem amicable.
Super amicable. She's a very nice person.
Very weird.
It's going into that role.
That's very weird. Look at the way he stares at Sean Ross Sapp, Cyclops.
How much do you think he knew?
Well, I think Tony's worried here because he's like, whoa. Because look at this face. Look at this face. This is when he asked. Look at this face. And it changes
It's
real
hard
quick.
for me to get a read off of Tony.
It is hard to get. He's nervous about everything he says.
Yeah, the guy is like literally Corky Romano. I should buy a boat.
Shit bum. Look at that.
Joe, since this is Ask You Anything, would you gobble Vince McMahon just like the Heartbreak Kid? Load.
Oh, you know it. Back in the day, I would have been a WWF champion too, Broken Lion. Shout out to the OG, Broken Lion. He's still here and kicking. Thank you, Broken Lion.
I mean, I don't want to be that guy, but I don't even think Kylie Ray is attractive. Why would?
Oh, Dork, you would have loved my video earlier. Did you not see this? Oh, Dork, I got to play the video for you. You got to see this.
Kylie Ray's very. She's one of those next door neighbors.
No,
Those next door
Kylie
neighbor
Ray
girls.
is a washboard, bro.
She.
Watch this, Dork. Watch this.
Is AEW hiding a dark secret? There are reports that Chris Jericho invited Kylie Ray to a party she thought involved other AEW wrestlers, but when she got there, all she saw was a horny, drugged out, allegedly sex-crazed Chris Jericho. These accusations leave us asking questions, many questions, but my main question is, where are her tits?
Oh, man.
I mean, there's Chris Jericho's tits, but where are hers? One thing that's certain, Tony Khan is a proven liar.
Like, what has been done specifically to prevent issues like sexual harassment?
I think we have the best safety record. My life was in danger.
0 in WWE. But in your company, you yourself say that that's happened.
Any update on the status of Kylie Ray? She's been a little bit
Oh
absent.
my God, does he know? If he knows, I'll fucking kill him.
She's no longer with us. We had so many things going into, so many announcements going into that role, but she asked for a release and we granted it. So she called me and asked if she could be released from her contract, and it was pretty simple. I said yeah, and I asked her if everything was okay, and she said yeah. She just didn't want to be with the company anymore, and we talked about it, and it was very simple and simple. So yeah, she's not on our roster.
Seem amicable.
Super. She's doing
the business for her.
She asked for a release and we granted it.
She asked for her release because she allegedly saw Chris Jericho's dick. We don't know what is true, but one thing is for certain. AEW is hell.
The devil.
The following are allegations and rumors, not necessarily true.
Oh shit!
Wow.
There you go.
That was
I've
funny.
worked with her like at least 3 times. She's very sweet, and that's it.
That's the thing. She seems sweet. I think it sounds like she's sweet and a mental case and sensitive. And I'm sure Tony Khan was touchy-feely. And then
what
Jericho
wrestler isn't a mental case?
Right.
What wrestler isn't a mental case?
Yeah, but you know what? Most wrestlers we all know and grew up with eventually, they could do the shit. You know, like they could go on tour every weekday, whatever, and they could perform without, you know, being like, somebody looked at me, you know, or like they're hazing me.
Most of them, they go, I just miss my family. I never want to fucking be here again. That's
Well,
the other one.
Yeah, some people obviously miss the family, but I don't know, bro. They're pretty cold and they're so, like, the thing about wrestlers is they're so self-absorbed and they're narcissistic in a way that, you know, and I mean, fuck, I'd be there if I could be too. So, like, I'd be the same way. It's like you're willing to miss some time with your family because your narcissism and just will to be, you know, an entertainer, like, outweighs damn near everything. And that's what drove these people to be savages. But Kylie Rae doesn't have that because even without a family, she's not able to deal with the bullshit on the road or on a regular basis, obviously.
Wait a minute. Jericho has a family. He's got a wife and 3 kids, doesn't he?
Yeah, bro, but he sounds like to me, listen, I don't know, I want to say I love Jericho. I really do. But it sounds like there might be
flim-flam with him.
It might be he might be doing a flim-flam on everybody. And, dude, I mean, I think he probably is a good dad and stuff, but he spends a lot of time away doing things. And, listen, I think he flies back to see his family as well and hangs out at the place and then goes and fly. Jericho's a maniac. Jericho is nonstop, never stop. Like, he's like Vince McMahon. I don't know his routine, but based on the amount that I see him, you know, streaming from his house, right? And also pictures with his family here or there and whatever else. It seems to me that for the most part, Jericho spends about 4 days a week at home, 3 or 4 days a week at home, and then like what, 2 or 3 days other places. You know, so like
I'd say like 28 days on the road, 2 days at home.
No,
That's what
I
it
don't.
looks like.
I don't think so. Because he can't. Because I see him streaming from his house all the time.
He
You
just
know,
has a background. It's a green screen of a picture of his house.
that would be great.
Kylie Rae's right next to him.
No, he's getting sucked. He's in a hotel, and he's like, "Yeah, man, it's great. I'm good." You know, and he just has the background like you said. So it's like, wow, Jericho's always at home. What a great guy. Except he streams when he's at home, but you know.
Yeah, that's funny though.
That is really funny.
Dude, he can I'd say he can outrun these allegations. He's outrun everything in his life. The fat shit, he got into shape. Being a champion on WWF, him being a champion in AEW. I think that he can outrun these allegations this time, and then that's it. We're not going to see Jericho. He'll be
Well,
retired.
these allegations aren't very strong to me.
They're not. I mean, one of them I'm reading is from some chick named Morgan Holly Moore, who I've never heard of, who shares a DM from him, which I hate when bitches do that kind of thing anyway, where all he says is, "You're a journalist now," with a stunning emoji. Okay, so basically he's called a hot chick hot. What's the big fucking deal? It's not that bad at all. I mean, I've certainly said worse on your show.
Yeah, dude, he's a rock star guy who's a wrestler. I guarantee he has some sort of open relationship thing. I guarantee it.
He learned it from Gene Simmons.
Yeah. I'm not saying whatever. Like, I wouldn't do that, I don't think. But I don't know. I'm not him. He can do whatever he wants. You know? As long as he's not, like, I mean, he could be. Gargos is dying.
This chick is a smoke show, though. This
I'm
Morgan
sorry,
Holly
goddamn.
Moore.
I hit this fucking vape pen. Oh my god.
Jay Savage in the chat says it's being reported Triple H is going to make a major announcement Thursday, and it has to do with TNA.
What?
Wow, what the fuck? Triple H is going to make a major announcement Tuesday, and it has to do with TNA. That's what Jay
Now, didn't
Savage.
Kylie Rae go back to TNA? Like, maybe
I don't even. Where is Kylie Rae? I don't even know.
I thought she did. Unless it's MLW. I thought she did. Let me see. I don't want to type in Kylie Rae because now all the allegations to come up and it's gonna fuck up my shit.
You know what? Type in Kylie Rae's pussy and see what comes up.
Whoa.
Oh, it looks like Tony Khan's hair.
I was going to say roast beef, but that's fine too.
It's an angry jungle.
It's an angry jungle down there.
No, she's in reality wrestling. No, Impact Wrestling. Yeah. 2020 till right now.
Oh.
No, because this Wikipedia is saying she was in WWE in
She was for a
2023.
while.
Yeah,
I
she
think
was.
She did like a stint.
She was in WWE at first, then she was gone, then she went to AEW, then she quit, then she ended up back in WWE eventually, like a year and a half later. And I don't understand.
She just had a baby, apparently.
Oh my God.
In October. That's what it. Okay.
Oh
so
my
she's
God.
not doing. She's just being a mom right now.
Who the fuck
All
does she
right.
have a baby with?
Her husband, with some other wrestler guy. What's his name? I'm gonna butcher it.
Gino?
Isasis Velasquez, Isaias. I don't know.
Azalea
ISAIAS Velasquez. Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, I didn't.
He's probably retarded.
I don't fucking know.
I mean, sorry.
I got a baby with you? What?
Baby, where are you gonna breastfeed it from? Sorry, that's been mean. I'm sorry.
No,
It's
well, I
not
mean,
good.
you're right though.
It's
Chris
really
Jericho probably-
it's the sports bra is what it is. You're wearing a tight.
That's what
sports
I was
bra.
thinking too.
Yeah, it's just
and
a
you
joke.
know that it's a Pokemon, right?
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, she sucks. She looks like Bailey. Just stop it. You know.
That's what everybody was saying comparing
Yeah.
her to.
When she first showed up in AEW, I was like, oh, okay, it's their Bailey. Okay. Stupid
Yeah.
smiley thing she does.
But yeah, she does all that. She's all perky, but that's how she is. And then like when you see her backstage, she's just like, like she don't want to be there. Get me the fuck out of here! I want to see that footage.
This
Now,
TNA thing is curious. I wonder what this, if there's any truth to this and what it's about. Like, I wonder if he's gonna, if they're buying him, you know, or something. That'd be...
Finally, WWE buys. They have a partnership with TNA.
It's just Nick Khan just being like, I need that for some reason. I don't understand why. Hey, by the way, the production on fucking WWE, I was about to say this, it got way better last night.
Well, you know what happened.
Did you notice
right?
that?
You know Kevin Dunn?
Did you notice? Okay, you notice
Yeah,
when
no
they would
Kevin
when they
Dunn.
would go, cut to the so the ring announcers start the shit in the middle of the ring, which is great because now they're telling the crowd instead of us just listening to the fucking music, and you can't understand what they're doing. So they're hyping the crowd up, and then when they show the ring announcers at the fucking ring announce table, or you know, not the ring announcer, your commentators, it was a wider angle lens. So you could see the whole crowd. And I was like, dude, I've never seen more than like 6 people and like you can barely see their heads. This one was just like, you could see the whole goddamn back thing. And there was a lot of little things that they were just doing.
They also started the show
product.
with the guys,
Well, yeah,
with
with
the
the-
announced
with
team
the-
in the ring instead of
That's
at
what I
the
was.
table.
That's what I literally just said.
Yeah, okay, sorry. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know 100% about what everyone's decisions everywhere were, but I mean, we did know that, you know, I think Triple H wanted to take some of the production in a different direction, and the network did too. And, you know, Kevin Dunn was really a stickler in his own ways.
And now that he's gone,
yeah. And listen, he was, again, great dude. Like the 90s, he crushed it, maybe early 2000s, but he sort of just became like ridiculous after 04. And yeah, he was, it's time to go, but I mean, he did great for
no
a
more
while.
Kevin Dunn jokes. Now, who do we have to make fun of now? Who the fuck is who took over? Some dude that I was like,
He's probably what do you think? Probably a TV network guy. It's probably not a wrestling guy, right? It's probably a
Could be, or it
Probably
could be
somebody
somebody
with a lot
from UFC. You know, could be somebody.
Oh, that's true.
That's what
Because they're
I was
all
thinking,
they're all
'cause
in.
there was
Or
a
maybe it's by
different
committee.
format.
Maybe they're going by committee right now. Like, hey, you know, Jason takes it tonight. Next week we'll try Bill. You know, I don't know.
As long as they don't do those zoom in and out really fast, rapid fucking
I
camera.
fucking hate those.
Yeah.
hate that.
Yeah, and I know the cameramen are
gone?
doing that, but that's a director thing. So if I would think it's a director thing.
Yeah.
And it's like, dude,
Yeah, they
listen,
tell everybody
you can
to do
shake
that.
the camera a little bit, right? But don't do that. Zoom in out. That fisheye thing fucks your life up. Ruins the whole thing. They do this too when they cut too fast or when they have close-ups of stuff too much. But there's something to be said about that full ring shot from like a small distance where you can really see it going on, like without a cut. There's so many cuts that if a guy jumps off and drop kicks somebody, it looks really good.
To the left.
Right, but in one shot it looks really good. But when you cut halfway through it and then you see the end of it from a different angle, it's like it's jarring. It ruins the move, kind of.
Because your brain isn't processed. You're like, oh, they're on the right side of the screen. Now they're on the left. What the fuck did I just look at?
Yeah, and
So
it's not like
you're
it's like you miss something. It doesn't feel completed or as satisfying when you cut so much in between moves. It's like
I think they usually do that because they want to get rid of like some of the botches to be like, oh, well, he didn't hit him as hard. You know, this one looked kind of weak, so we had to make it a jarring and shit.
I agree. When some wrestlers fucking up and not doing things right, you got to cut and like, oh my God, do something that looks terrible. But like most of the time, you don't need to do that. And also back in the day, you didn't need to do that. If we watched a match of Roddy Piper and Bret Hart, or Shawn Michaels and Bret Hart, or Mr. Perfect and somebody else, like you would not need at all to cut at all anything or to cover anything up really. Like
because back then it was fucking OK Corral, dude. It was like,
So-
we're gonna fucking hit each other and bleed.
Yeah, there's something to this TNA stuff. TNA is referring to their pay-per-views as premium live events now. They tweeted out a big
PLEs?
video.
Oh, God.
They tweeted out a video advertising like their back catalog, and it features predominantly former
Tits and ass?
WWE talent.
Hits.
oh boy, here's Mustafa.
Hey,
Just in time.
Mustafa.
Are we talking about
wasn't
TNA
talking
or are
to
we
you.
talking about TNA?
Oh yeah, we're talking
TNA
about
wrestling.
both, baby.
God, dude, I broke the news to Joe when it came out a few months ago when they were going to go out to, they were going to go from Impact to go back to TNA. And I'm like, I understood why from a marketing point of view, but even so, it's like very few people even knew what TNA was as far as a company goes. And they were going up against Raw, which there was even no chance in hell, even at that point when I was watching it, that they were even going to even remotely compete with WWE. But I was one of very few sane people back then.
Let me grab my drink.
Go
Go
ahead.
They can grab their drinks. No, he's gonna grab his bubbly.
A little bit of the bubbly.
Come on in, Kylie. I've got a little bit of the bubbly.
So basically, everything about Jericho, essentially, that was assumed, how I kind of pretty much predicted, was a lie.
What lie?
Well, that he was, accused of pretty much, touching Kylie Ray apparently, or doing something, inappropriate. Because again, apparently the guy retracted his statement, but I don't know. I mean, again, I personally feel like nothing happened. Well, that's the thing. I don't know the details fully. No one really knows the details fully. And the fact that this is reported, and unless if this is in front of a court of, and a judge, you know what I mean? Again, honestly, it's like anybody can be accused, especially if you're a guy, you didn't do anything, and you be accused of something that you didn't do. And then all of a sudden your brand is hurt. Your relationship with a multi-million-dollar company is hurt. Like, that's not good PR, dude.
Yeah.
Let's see if I can get the real scoop of the scoops. I will let you
like Baskin Robbins scoop.
It's gonna take me a day or two, but all I gotta ask is one person, and he knows about it. And
your source.
Yes, and let's see what I can come up with. I just texted him right now, so let's see what happens. I honestly, this whole fucking time I've been so busy at work that I fucking have not even had time to even think about doing this. But dude, if nobody really knows about it, I know someone knows down there, and they fucking they spread the rumor. So let's see if I can find out.
Again, it's like this is something you don't joke about. And again, I'm not trying to.
You don't.
I'm not trying to put out there in the universe where basis is like, okay, this actually went down and somebody's lying. But the fact that one person retracted their statement, regardless if it was a threat by, let's say, Jericho's people or anybody from, AEW or whatever, again, you don't put out something like that unless if it's absolutely necessary. You don't do that just to pop a rating for your subs on YouTube or your subscriptions of people that buy your rhetoric.
Mm-hmm. And you don't buy.
So who retracted this? Nick Hausman, dude.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, that kind of feeds into what I was saying earlier.
like again, I'm not trying to say that this has never happened in the wrestling business, and of course it has, or in any other entertainment or sports, practice whatsoever. But it's like, come on, it's like if you don't have hard evidence on this, especially after the debacle that Jericho put himself into, literally on Christmas. I mean, dude, the guy was literally walking into the pay-per-view, and the crowd completely crapped on him. Well, not completely, but like the majority of them crapped on him.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, took a lot of the rub from Sting, who that was his last match in the state of New York.
Oh,
Yeah, I missed
dude.
it. I didn't watch it.
The last match, what was this? Jericho. Who was in the fucking?
It was the
whole
8-man
thing?
tag. It was the 8-man tag. I believe
Jericho,
it was
Sting, Darby. Fuck, somebody else on their team, and I was like, "What the fuck?" Oh, Kenny versus.
No, Kenny's injured, dude.
Kenny's got diverticulitis. Yeah, he's sick.
Wait, who took over Kenny's shit? See, I literally missed that match. I fucking watched.
I didn't watch. I
half
didn't
of
even
it,
watch.
and then I had to go back. I was literally watching it while I was working, so I couldn't fucking pay attention to it. I just saw Sting. When Sting fucking got the hot tag, I was like, everybody shut the fuck up. I'm not doing a goddamn thing for the next 10 minutes. So I was just into that.
Yeah. Well, I'm looking at this just from the sake of, like, again, if you're going to make an accusation like that, and unless you don't have, again, I'm not trying to say that something didn't happen, but I'm also not saying that something happened either, because A, nobody else knows, but again, Jericho, Kyrie, and, God himself. So it sucks because, whenever you get an accusation
Apparently,
like this,
apparently all the
it's not true.
wrestlers know about it too, and I don't know if everybody wants to like attack at the same time or what. Like,
Well, that's the thing though. If all the wrestlers know, right, especially if you're a veteran, my idea is, okay, you're going to go to Tony, or you're going to go to the upper management in general, be like, okay, we have a problem. Before this becomes public, we need to take care of this now. And if there is any type of evidence whatsoever, or any even remote sense that this actually did happen, Jericho needs to be suspended for a time, and until we get the investigation's over, and the investigation actually precludes with this and that and blah blah blah, and lawsuits are about to go down, then you have to terminate his contract. But again,
that would
Tony
be
Khan is
right.
not,
That would be right if all these wrestlers don't do all the shit that all these other wrestlers do. Like the same thing that Chris Jericho's doing. You know what I'm saying? Like, it'd be fucked up if they go, hey, we got to fucking look at this guy. But at the same time, they have allegations and it's going to come out eventually. So everybody's shutting their fucking mouths because everybody has something against them.
Well, apparently everybody doesn't want to lose their spot, or doesn't want to lose their job, because it's scared of, if God forbid you accuse somebody and you're wrong, you're fired.
This isn't Vince McMahon era. This isn't Patterson.
It doesn't matter.
Era.
It doesn't matter. It's wrestling. It goes for any company, especially if you're with the boss or you're friends with the boss, regardless of your position on the card.
So if you're saying you're friends with Kylie Ray says, Chris Jericho touched me, and you go, I don't want to lose my spot. Yeah, that's
well, again.
But then again, you're gonna say that. You're gonna say that because you're probably gonna have something against. No, and they did, and I was there. No, I'm just saying. You're probably gonna have other people that have allegations against him that they don't want to come out, and then they go, "Whoa, what?"
Well, that's what I'm saying. If you knew about it, and especially if you knew about it for a long time, and you didn't say anything, you're equally as guilty.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So I'm guilty as fuck. No, I'm not guilty. The fucking the whole angle with her and this other guy named Gino.
Gino, what has he got, like a pizzeria or something?
Yeah, dude, that's funny you say that. His name was Gino's
It's
Pizzeria.
not as good as Wawa Pizza.
That was his wrestling gimmick. And then he went up against Luigi Primo one day and they were like, "Who makes the best pizza?" Oh my
God, Luigi Primo! Remember Luigi Primo?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh!
So Gino and Luigi went up against each other at one of the wrestling shows that I fucking was at, and I was like, "Get the fuck out of here!" The battle of the pizza supremacy. I'm just like, all right, I just want a fucking slice.
Give me a
They
slice.
were throwing out pizzas. Great shit, but yeah, you're right, Luke. I don't think I was surprised that Chris Jericho was even finding Kelly attractive. She's just a very sweet girl.
Dude, he's freaking married and he has 3 kids. What is going on with Jericho?
I'll tell you what's going on with Jericho.
What's going on with Jericho?
Side piece.
What's going on with Jericho is what's going on with a lot of people. They drink. I drank today, and I regret it. You know, just like he probably does too. He's probably thinking like, "Fuck, dude, that bitch isn't even that hot, bro. I could have gotten anybody."
I couldn't gotten anybody outside my marriage, and I picked that. No disrespect to Kyrie, but I picked that.
I mean, not only is she like average kind of for me, but she's also got a fucking mouth.
Dude, she apparently has a kid. I just found out. I think she got pregnant and got a kid a while ago. Could be wrong about that, but I saw a baby photo with her.
Maybe that's why Chris Jericho wanted her around. He's like, "Hey, bring the kid."
Wow, that is horrible. Bring the kid.
Apparently, it's just like 3 years before she even had a dude.
Oh,
yeah,
had a dude that had the dude.
Yeah, had the dude that had the dude. But there's other wrestlers out there that if you notice that they get pregnant and they go fuck the goddamn business. Look at TJP. He got Aria fucking pregnant, and you haven't seen TJP in what? Shit, 5 years maybe.
Right, but the thing is, you know, you got Becky Lynch who had a kid and immediately came back, like got in the best shape of her life.
Yeah, but Seth Rollins and Becky, I don't think they really. I'm not saying they don't care for their kid, but they're very work focused too, and they got a really well paying job. TJP is like a little, you know, he was like the kid who played with like video games. That's what I remembered, even though he's like 37 years old. But yeah, TJP, he was young, wasn't he? Like pretending to be young, but he was like in the middle of his 30s. I could swear he's like way older than he actually.
I think he was like 28, something like that. But I know him and Aria got together and they had like 2-3 kids already, and they both haven't been back to wrestling in the last 3-4 years.
No, TJ's been around. He wrestled. I think he did a spot in TNA for a little while. Not as consistently, but he was there for He made a couple shots.
Well, I just want to say that King of Hueco Mundo literally makes the same comments every day about me, and it's the same comments. It's Rojas went to work on his day off, made a bunch of Wawa pizza emoji. Police. Why? There's just police signals, and then was called. He was running towards the cemetery, and then he puts a cemetery.
Okay, that's why. That's why, because he thinks that you're making so much horrible pizza that if you don't get arrested, you're going to get buried.
No, I did a embarrassing
cemetery deer
series of videos where I ran around in the middle of a fucking graveyard and got up to some wacky antics. Is all I'm gonna say. But yeah, thank you.
That happen?
It's called alcohol. It's called alcohol.
That's badass.
You can also watch some other stuff I made on my channel, such as
you fucking
who could forget
talking shit about me.
You got me talking shit about Garguts. You got me talking shit about Dragon Ball Z Abridged. You got me talking shit about fucking Halloween Ends. And then you got me talking shit and being a pathetic loser virgin who hasn't gotten laid and probably never will.
Now the one I fucking see recently is y'all talking shit about my boy Mustafa over here, because Mustafa didn't know when to shut up.
What?
No, we were making fun of Mustafa for being like, oh yeah, two Samoans at the same time are champions. Yeah.
Oh no, I thought it was because Dork Knight was talking, and then Mustafa was like, I wasn't talking to you to Dork Knight, and
that one was.
I was just screwing with Dork Knight. I was just literally screwing with them. So
no, he wasn't. No, you weren't.
Yeah, I was.
And I swear you fucking stuttered. I swear you stuttered when you said the Dork Knight.
Oh, friend of mine.
Yeah, whatever.
He did not.
But yeah, so the allegations of Chris Jericho, I don't think they're gonna stick. I don't think you're gonna see Jericho back. And
I'd be surprised if I came on Wednesday.
That's how the wrestling goes. That's how wrestling goes, man. I mean, look, fucking Jimmy Snuka's killed a fucking chick, and
No,
Still
but
got
he
the Hall
took
of
time
Fame.
off. The difference is he took time off and then he came back because they wanted to take the heat off him. So he did independence for a while.
Wrestling's a
Oh
harsh
my God, I
business,
come
man.
back and Rojas is here. It's a gift.
Or GIF or a
Where's my
gift.
gift? Where's my title? Where's my gift?
Oh, let me go drug Leah and then I'll bring her over.
Oh, she's already hung over. She's already drugged out.
That's
She
right.
probably got-
Leah didn't really wake up until like 6 tonight today.
Wait. Woke up at 6 p.m.?
Yeah.
What?
Why?
She was awake.
Nocturnal?
She was awake, but she was crippled. I don't know, dude. I don't know what happened to her last night, but she got. I've never seen her that drunk. I mean, I've never seen her that like she drinks and then just gets up the next day like nothing happened. But for whatever reason, last night, whatever she drank, like, oh my Christ, bro, she was out.
Y'all had
Out
coitus,
like a
huh?
light.
I got home like in midday early.
And she was like Jericho wrapped up in a
Yeah.
rock and roll.
No, she was
Joe.
like,
Damn
no,
it.
she was like, please, like, get me ginger ale and I need you to make me stuff.
Damn.
I can't get
It was
out of
that
the
bad.
bed, and she was nauseous every time she stood up, and she threw up last night, and she attacked me also in the morning, but she attacked me at 7 a.m. Like I was getting up to go to work.
Did she like backhand you?
When he
like, I
says
can't get it
attack, he means gets fucked.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He said, I can't get it up.
but dude, the other day, like, I mean, she drank 3 days ago and she was fine. She drank last week, she was fine. She really has been fine. It's not like this. And I know what happened. She was a different bottle of wine, and the bottle of wine is like one of those double bottles, like it's a huge bottle. So what happened is, I think 3 days ago she drank almost a half of it, but not quite. And then I think last night she drank all of it. And so normally she drinks about a bottle of wine or 80% of a bottle. And this was probably more than a bottle. So I think she just drank too much. That's what my thought. She got carried away.
But you know what? It's kind of like me, like where I drank a lot, and then it's like the next day I'll feel fine, or even like the same day I'll like my buzz will wear off and I'll feel fine. But today I had like, I don't know, I poured like 5 something shots into a drink, and then I drank it within like the hour or so, and then like later I had like 2 more shots, and then like now I just feel like complete shit, but I'm not really drunk. It's weird
No,
how
she was
like
drunk.
alcohol sometimes works, where it's like sometimes you'll be fine, other times not.
Did you eat while you were drinking?
That's the thing I think Leah didn't do. I think she needed to eat more.
Yeah, I haven't eaten anything. I should probably.
Yeah, you got to eat and you got to be hydrated. You got to drink water in between drinking. Like you got to, otherwise.
Super.
Oh, I've been drinking
John
water.
Montgomery. What up, baby? John Montgomery dropping by an OG. Dropping $1.99, man. I hope he's okay.
I just had like a 10-minute vomiting thing. I was just
Oh, yeah.
vomiting constantly. Like I had a blue drink
Mhm.
with my vodka.
Wait. You had a
So,
blue drink. Was that a blue Long Island iced tea?
No, it was like this blue lemonade, and I mixed it or something, whatever. But dude, so when I vomit, like all I see is like blue, and like the more and more I puked, like the blue was getting like less and less bluish, and just started
Ah.
turning bright green. It was eventually just me spitting out green shit. It was so gross.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just purged yourself.
And then think about that. That's like what Tommy goes through every single day.
Oh, man. Dude, he is one big fat fucking pile of shit now. I looked at him the other day and I was like,
God.
Jesus Christ, bro. This guy is
He looks
nasty.
he looks like fucking Harry Potter's fat uncle. The guy with the mustache is like,
Yeah.
no post on Sundays.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
And that guy's dead, so,
You're not talking about Hagrid. You're talking about the uncle.
Yeah, the uncle.
Dude, I like to imagine when he died. When he died, he was eating something like really fattening, and then he just goes, and his eyes like popping open.
No, his eyes just roll back in his head, and he's just like, okay, I guess this is it.
Dude, I'm telling you,
cheese Danish of my life.
he looks like his neck is getting bigger than his head. Like it's really bad looking. Like he looks like oh my Christ, bro. He looks like just a fucking nasty mess.
Like fucking
Yeah, I bet Chris will
Humpty
never
Dumpty.
walk out.
Humpty Dumpty ate shit for his life. That's what he looks like.
Oh, Kingsman will never put that back
That
together.
was the worst. That was the worst sounding. Whatever Rostala did just sounded so gross.
It's his new song. It's for the kids. It's called
For the kids, yeah.
It's gonna be an acoustic song. He's gonna come out with a metal song like Joe was talking about earlier.
Here's a song for all you kids. I think you guys like it. It's called all you little 5-year-olds out there.
Oh,
it's called "The Burning of a Black School and How We Should Revolt."
Oh my God!
Let's go.
What the hell is wrong with you?
No wonder. Now I know you live in South Jersey, you sick freak.
Why did you say it like that, bro? That was so. You sick.
He pulled a fucking The
freak.
Rock.
Like
A sick freak.
You sick freak.
Why did he do that? I don't know why that creeped me out, Mustafa. What the fuck, dude?
You're always creeped out.
Yeah,
I'm
dude,
sorry,
I
at this
love
point
you.
in your
You
life,
are
you're just
terrifying.
BS. You're just always creeped about most stuff at this
No,
point.
you're a terrifying person. Like, and I love it.
No, you're a terrifying. You're terrifying. My God.
I agree. I do agree. I agree with it. Unlike you, I can agree.
Hey Joe, can
Yeah.
you find the conversation where Slob 75 was started? Because that
Oh my
one
God, I
is
have
one
no
of my
idea.
favorite clips. I know it's like a 2019 SmackDown, I think. But
You would
dude,
remember that.
God, I don't remember. I would love to find it. I should just sift through things and cry, but I don't know. My life is already miserable enough to go back and watch how great the show numbers used to be.
No
Listen-
wonder. Now I know you live in South Jersey, you sick.
Oh my God! I just muted it by accident. Fuck. I gotta find
No
it.
wonder. Now I know you live in South Jersey, you sick freak.
I'm gonna die, bro.
Now I know you live in South Jersey. People are weird.
Oh yeah. Well, that explains Rojas's family, but let's see.
Yeah. Couple trailer parks, maybe a Wawa, maybe one side of town, and then on the other side, maybe like a bigger Wawa.
You guys are mean.
Asian shootings.
You guys are mean.
You guys are mean.
You guys are mean. God damn, you mean bastards. Let's listen to that again.
Now I know you live in South Jersey, you sick.
Oh, what? It got cut off? What the fuck? This is the best part.
That's God saying, screw you.
Well,
No.
Oh, I fixed it. Wait a minute.
I know you live in South Jersey, you sick freak.
Dude, I can't get enough of that. What is this?
I would have yelled, but it was just like, dude, it's too late at night.
Where's
I
the
don't
Super Freak song? Like, play that with that.
I know you live in South Jersey, you sick freak. Super freak.
Joe,
my God.
I love his fucking answers. Like it's like someone asking him about like a certain scene or a song he made. Like, yeah, I was gonna add the tempo there, but I think you know what, it worked out the best. So now he's like, yeah, I was gonna. My neighbors were here, so you know it all worked out.
It's fine.
I wasn't talking about hygiene for the kids, but I ended up talking about this woman getting shot in the head last night. Because New York.
Oh, what the hell?
That's New Jersey for
That's
you.
New
No,
York.
no. What are you talking about, Gargas? I am confused as hell.
You got shot.
I know you live in South Jersey, you sick freak. Freak. Oh, that's a new donation now. Freak. Oh my God. Freak. Jersey, you sick freak.
You sick freak?
You sick freak.
You sick freak?
Jersey, you sick freak. Light
You
the light
sick
is up in
freak?
the chat. You sick freak. Sick freak. You sick freak.
Stop acting like there's no shootings in the fucking New Jersey. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm too white for that.
You didn't even say that before. You said something else completely different.
No, I said that you were. Yeah, no, I.
Yeah,
literally
how
said
does that feel? How does that feel, Rostafa?
Whoa.
Right? Mustafa,
Whoa.
Mustafa. Do I have to lag for you to?
What are you
fucking pick it
drinking,
up again?
Garguts?
Come.
What am I always drinking? A little bit of Chris Jericho's bubbly.
So basically, his semen.
Kylie Ray, I did something that you didn't.
Oh my God.
You're a sick freak.
But she did it with some dude, other guy, some poor guy. She banged a poor guy to have a kid, but is scared of Jericho's bubbly. What a stupid decision, Kylie Ray. You
Wait,
idiot.
didn't you have the bubbly donation at one point?
Yeah, a little bit of the bubbly.
Gotta bring that back.
I've brought back so many. People beg me to bring back donations. I bring them back. They've never played. So it's like, what the fuck did I do this for? You know?
I wish you can do the $9 real quick.
Or you can do a remix.
That is back, and that does get donated. So, like, that's fine. $9 is great.
No, the old.
The.
I wish you could bring that one.
What one was that?
$9 for a fucks.
No, that one's on. That one's up.
Yep.
That played
It's been
yesterday.
there.
That played yesterday.
Wait, the old rap one that you got?
No.
for?
You just sang the Brock Lesnar one, but the old rap one. Donate $9 if you give 0 fucks. You're out of luck. That one, that's the one you're talking about. That one's gone, yeah.
What about what about this? 69. Monetize this. Put your penis up to my tits.
Put it fucking in me or something like that. Wow.
There were some good ones.
Stick it in my pussy. How the fuck do we all know this? Like, I haven't heard that. That hasn't really played in like 5 years.
Dude, and every time that would play, you would go, stick it in, stick it in, stick it out, stick it in, stick it in, stick it out. Just like, you would do that.
Just like with how the Brock Lesnar one, the $9 for at the end, like with the riff, he'll be like, and suck it and fuck it and suck it.
No, he'll just like scream it. Like he's freaking Tyrannosaurus Rex. He'll be like, ah, or whatever the heck that he did when he suplexed Big Show.
The Ryback one's great too.
Yeah, I missed that one. That was a good one.
Let's not go there. Let's not go there.
Man, that would suck you.
Why not go there? Let's not go there. We might not be able to get from that crazy road.
Favorite still is the phone booth.
Oh yeah,
That's the one.
That's up still. That's up too.
Bro, at fucking New Year's, all I kept fucking just shouting out was, "I'ma do drugs. I'ma do drugs." At New Year's, dude. Down here, nobody knew what the fuck I was talking about. Of course, nobody knows. But they ended up liking the rap when I started playing it. What's that?
They just thought that was what you people do, you know.
Oh,
you people.
At midnight, I guess we all do kind of drugs, don't we?
Yeah, I'm sure.
Drink, smokes a blunt.
Hey, at midnight, Garguts turns into a real citizen. Or
you know what? Yeah, and it only works for about 30 minutes, and then I have to go back to reverting back to I don't know Paraguay or whatever.
You have to go
I was
back
gonna
to
ask you,
Cancun.
Garguts, whatchamacallit, do you ever have that that Native American hallucinogenic tea or the hallucinogenic what's it called? Peyote?
You talking about ayahuasca?
Ayahuasca, yeah.
Yeah, that shit fucking makes you throw up. It's
Oh
gross.
Lord.
You're-
What was your first vision?
My first vision was me throwing up.
Oh
my gosh.
I'd be so worried
And
about what
I didn't
happened
break
to me.
through. I saw everybody else break through, and I was like, "Bro, this is terrible. I'm never doing this shit again."
And then you did it again.
Ever? No, I did peyote.
I would be worried about that too, like that I would turn into something like and never come back. You know what I mean? Like that's what I'd be worried about.
Dude, I saw everybody. They're like, dude, I was with my dead ancestors. I was like, really? I was having a terrible time being poisoned in my stomach, dude. Like throwing up all the beer. I just threw up tacos.
Oh, that's your problem. You had alcohol mixed in with your, with your deal. I mean, like, dude, separate the two, bro.
Oh no, everybody else had alcohol. It was just my stomach wasn't having it. I don't like poison in my stomach, is what I'm saying. Unless it's alcohol. If it's fucking
joking.
Shrooms.
I was gonna say that
It's gonna
alcohol
be
is pretty
shrooms and
poisonous.
shit.
I'm looking all over for this fucking Slob 75 clip. I will find it. It's like I know it's on a SmackDown in like the fall of 2019.
What?
I know it's on YouTube.
It was. Wait a minute. It was. I know it was in my other house. I know that. So I thought it was 2018, but
It's like you and Tommy get into a shouting fight because he's like, "That's not funny."
yeah, I started calling him Slob75, and I started realizing I could make up any name for him, and it would it would just,
I think it was 2019. I think it was 2019 because I just remember, I don't know. I just remember it being then. I don't know. He was losing weight around that year too. Like he kind of looked better.
Maybe.
Not a disgusting sack of shit.
I made a T-shirt about it, and we sold like 19 of them.
Oh, wow, crazy.
Okay, so that should fucking narrow it down right there. When was the last time that fucking T-shirt was sold?
Yeah, when did you make the T-shirt?
I want to say it was 2018 when I made the T-shirt.
Damn.
I mean, it could be 19, but I don't know, man. Like, let me see.
You know what? The problem is all your fucking thumbnails look exactly the same. It's like some fucking person screaming or some shit. I don't know.
Yeah.
That was a failed joke. Let's pretend that I didn't make that one.
Yeah, let's pretend you didn't say that. You retard fact.
Hey,
Jesus, I can't find it. All right, well, I'm going to
Speaking about that, did you hear Greg Valentine talking about, did you hear his clip?
Oh, where he said the F word?
Still? Yes.
Yeah, I saw that.
Several times, dude.
I was like, yeah, I've said that 90 times on the air. Like, I don't.
But yeah, I was just like, dude, he's at a fucking restaurant and all the fucking family members like, yeah, that guy. So they were like agreeing with him that he was an F word.
There you go. There's my link. Buy one of my shirts right there, guys. Teespring, still available. You can still buy the turkey mask. It's all there. I don't think Slob75 is active, though, so I don't see it.
I don't know if I found the clip, but I did find a really funny argument that you had with Tommy. You're like telling him to come to North. He's like, why don't you come to North Carolina and say that's my face? And you're like, I'm never coming to that faggot state.
Oh my god.
Joe, why don't you have a zipper fucking jacket? God damn it.
I know. Look at these shirts. Like, what is this? It's definitely not on there now, but it was.
I'm looking at your shirts.
I like to
Pretty
see
good.
try, Joe.
Look at these. The crayon.
When was the last time you actually
sold a shirt?
Got into Teesprings, because now they have a lot more.
Yeah.
You can have like ear pods. You can have like mugs.
Yeah.
Yeah. They've always had mugs.
Condom wrappers.
I sold
You have mugs.
in total ever on Teespring, I've sold about, I think it's 320 items. It's not a lot, but but also I would say 280 of those occurred between probably 2017 and 2019 or so.
So I just read an interesting theory.
Okay.
I'd like to share with you guys for the WrestleMania thing.
Okay.
So Roman Reigns is facing, I'm just quoting some guy named Elite Rockers X or something like that. It's on Twitter.
Okay.
As we know, Roman Reigns is facing Randy Orton at the Royal Rumble and probably a fatal four-way match. Now, this is where it gets interesting. The Rock returns at the Royal Rumble, cost Roman the undisputed title just like he did at WrestleMania 27 with Cena. Randy Orton takes advantage of it and becomes a 15-time world champion. Then Cody wins the Royal Rumble and challenges undisputed champion Randy Orton for the title at Mania. That actually sounds pretty cool. What do you guys think of that? Fan theory?
I already hate it.
You do? Okay.
No.
He said no.
I'm not a big Randy Orton guy, so I don't care.
Look,
if that was...
I know he wants to break. He wants
But
to be
there-
the one that breaks the Ric Flair title. And I think
Well,
this
not
is
even
just
the,
playing into.
not even that. He'd have to be 16-time or. But
Yeah, so he had to
I
win
like the idea.
lose it,
of,
win it in the next like year and a half.
It makes sense though with their history.
I like the idea of. That's what I was about to say. I like the idea of those two, kind of, because that'd probably mean more to both of the people, and.
I think honestly, what we're going to be seeing is either, as you said, a singles match or a fatal four-way, and at Elimination Chamber we're going to get Rock and Roman most likely, and then
That's what I think,
WrestleMania him and Cody.
Yeah, That's still what I'm leaning toward, but I just read this, thought it was cool.
I have a Pit of Spikes shirt that did well because Ryback said he wanted to see me die in a pit of spikes. So
Pit of spikes.
Pit of spikes. Yep. You ever hear that? Dork Knight, Ryback said he fantasized about me getting killed in a pit of spikes.
No, in fact, I had never even heard of this Ryback fella until I started coming onto your show because I missed that whole Ryback.
You didn't know about Ryback?
Oh.
No, I totally got lucky. I totally missed him. So, because everything I've learned or seen since.
Oh, dude, did you
totally
ever listen to
that.
Did you ever listen to the CM Punk interview with Colt Cabana when he
No, I
called
never
out
did.
Ryback? Oh, bro, dude, listen to what he says about Ryback. He's like when he got I think he got power slammed onto a table and the back of his neck like hit up like the table part that like cut up and it like screwed up his neck. And basically Punk's just like, dude, you don't know how to work. You know, you're just a stupid idiot. And Ryback's like, yeah, I guess I'm a stupid idiot.
Wow.
Hilarious stuff.
Yeah, Ryback's
And
retarded, but also CM Punk's a liar, so it's hard to tell who's the bigger dickhead. But yeah. Evil
What did he
Uno
lie
versus
about?
The Rock. Imagine Evil Uno versus The Rock.
It'll be like a 1 minute match. It'll be like Gangrel versus The Rock.
In like what, a Nintendo match?
Yeah,
In a Nintendo match.
That's all Evil Uno knows how to do. He can wrestle better in fucking
I think
in a video game.
I think
than
Xavier
in
Wood
real
should
life.
quit wrestling and just do his YouTube channel. That's what he seems to like the most.
Dude, he should just be a host on Nickelodeon. That's what he wants to do. He wants to host Nick
Yeah,
Arcade.
he wants to
all the
do
time.
Nick Arcade. Yep. That's what he's been
Yeah.
trying to do. And he tried to get everybody to rally up and
It's certainly a lot healthier, for him.
Yeah, he's already lived his dream of wrestler, and now live your actual dream now of video game host guy.
The motherfucker has a PhD and he doesn't even want to be a PhD. Like, come on. He's got more money over there. But
So many things he could do. Imagine being
Hey,
that crazy talented. You don't know, like, what? I could do anything.
Hey Joe, I found the clip.
And he's not white. How's that possible? Okay. Oh
he
my God,
sounds
really?
white.
All right, let's listen. Let's hear it. Yep.
And it's at 20.
Wait, we can't hear anything you're saying. You just broke up.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
It's at 22:16. It's the video I just sent you on Discord.
Okay. Wait, I don't see it on Discord.
All right, look up Out of Nowhere 177.
Wow, it was on Out of Nowhere. 177.
I was close to the date. It was early November 2019.
And what's the
It's impressive.
Wait a minute. Did you say it was November 2019?
Yeah, I can send it to you.
There is
again. I
no
thought
way
I
that
sent
that's
it to you.
there's no way that that's the birth of Slob 75. Is that because
well, it's definitely the first time Tommy ever heard it.
because I definitely made that shirt when I was not in this house. That's crazy.
I sent it to you again. If you
Okay, here it is. Let's see. And it was authentic. Look at this.
22:16.
I sold it for $10 on eBay. Oh, so we're going. I think I'm going back in time talking about when I sold the Slob 75 shirt.
Oh.
That's what this is.
I don't know.
All right,
It might have been that.
Let's listen to it, I guess. To some guy named JJ42. She's like, oh my, well, did you get like $1 million for it? What did you sell it for? And he's like, I sold it for $10 on eBay. Oh, maybe to not. some guy named JJ42. Like, and then like, it turns out that it, like CM Punk bought it. And this is the type of thing they would do. That's why I'm reading this, because like this is so out of like, oh my God. And Punk comes like, he was like, and the next night on Raw after WrestleMania, he's like, I just saw that. Jake's like, I have to listen to whatever Joe is talking about right now. I thought it was bullshit. I saw it on eBay and I just figured, might as well take a shot. And it was
thinking is like this whole story's made up bullshit.
Like this was the dumbest shit I've ever heard of. Oh God!
I got a
dude,
smile
can see
not along.
That briefcase. I
I
love
could
Baron
see them
Corbin.
doing
So.
it. Yeah, he pawned it. Oh my God!
No, that would be something they'd have him do.
I
you know?
joke.
He traded it for the 24/7 title.
He traded it for the 24/7 title.
I want to cash in. And that's the shit that And yes, I'm not denying that Punk was.
Wait a minute. What did you say the timestamp is?
22:16. 22 minutes and 16 seconds.
That's what I'm at. Out of nowhere, 177.
Oh wow, you must have done that thing where you fucking labeled things as 177 again. Because you have two. I sent you the clip. I literally sent it to you on the Discord messages. It should be there.
What?
I think you did this thing where you number.
Oh, I see it. Yep, I know what you're talking about. I found it. Okay, I'm returning.
Joe, if you're listening, you stupid fuck.
I found it. Okay, here we go. But whatever.
Yeah, with some stars and some feuds, it has a little bit more of an allure. Division show up. But
all right, here it is.
The ending was great. They even hinted at a Balor Club reunion, Bullet Club reunion there, however you want to put it. And there was some intrigue overall with that ending. So
speaking of invaded, here comes Slob75. Hello. Oh, Bry Guy in the chat. Oh, I miss Bry Guy. Whatever the fuck happened to Bry Guy and fucking Bullsy? Look at them.
Oh, I could.
It's Costanza, Monday Nitro. Holy shit! Look at the people. MK Kratos.
Excuse me, Joe.
Hey, how you doing, man? What's been up?
What the fuck did you just call me?
What?
You just called me Slob75?
What?
What? Name right. It's
Wait a
Tommy
minute.
NC
Whoa.
1210.
I didn't know. What? I called you what?
You just said introducing Slob79.
What?
No, I did not say that.
I think you have to go back and listen to it.
I think you should go back and
invading is Tommy.
I think I was talking to the guy. I don't think you should go back and listen to this again.
Oh, okay, my bad. Sorry, Joe.
No,
I
I called you a fat fucking asshole.
Is that sorry? Bro, that's like a fatter dork night.
I called you.
Oh, yeah. Epic matches, epic show. Just always impressed with AEW and all the epic matches they got on there.
Slob,
And
what
the
you
epic-
what have you been doing tonight, Slob?
What are you saying, Joe?
He was trying to
Oh
talk
no,
to
I
the
was just
caller.
saying. I was like, what have you been up to? Like, have you been catching up with all the wrestling shows, Slob? Like, have you seen everything?
Did you see NXT as well, or
did you see NXT, or you don't watch NXT? Did you see AEW? I'm gonna bust out.
So, are you talking to me? Or are you talking to some other dude?
Oh no, Tommy. Yeah, just talking to you, Tommy. Tommy, did you see AEW?
Yes, I watched AEW, and I love the promo
Lobby.
that Cody Rhodes dropped. Honestly, that was an amazing promo that he delivered.
Even The Rock complimented him on that promo. So
Yeah, The Rock was hitting him up, man. Slob, if
Crazy.
you were to do a promo, Slob, would you be like, oh, I'm Tommy NC, and would you like be really angry like Cody Rhodes, or would you be more like calm, like I'm very confident in my Slob self? Would you be very confident about the things you say to yourself?
Fuck you, Joe. You're calling me a slob. Fuck you. Yeah, you don't think I catch that, Joe? Stop calling me a fucking slob. No, I'm hearing what you're saying, and you're calling me a slob. So, you want to insult my integrity and call me a fucking slob?
What the fuck are
you know what? I'm fucking going,
What are
Joe.
you
Fuck
talking
you.
about? I don't know what you're talking about.
Tommy, what are you?
Slob.
What are you?
I called you Tommy. I called you Tommy.
Slob. Yes, you are. I'm
Is this guy
catching you.
still
Fuck
alive?
You, Joe.
You didn't catch me at all, Slob. Not really.
He goes, no.
Meow, what are you talking about?
Oh my god.
Dude,
I'm still trying to find the clip.
Try not to lose it.
I'm still trying to find the clip where.
Not to fucking die, dude. Oh my god. Was that it?
Well, shit, I got him.
Yeah. I think that was it. There was a period of time where you and Tommy, especially when Tommy would call in to these shows, his call-ins were just legendary. It would fucking so hard. Like him being on Monetize This was kind of an afterthought because he would just show up to get drunk there and cry. But this was when he was his funniest. He would just be like, you would just fuck with him the whole time. Like the clip that I found earlier was like you and him getting into like a 10-minute shouting fight, and he's like, He's like, I like to see you try, Joe. I like to see you try. And you it's like saying how he's gonna beat the shit out of you. Oh man. Well, now we got him back. So that's good. We got Tommy back, so that's all that matters.
There was
Good to have him
there was
back.
this one where Joe ended up doing Discord for like the first time. It was only for like members only, and Tommy joined in, and I asked Tommy, "Are you saying that JD wasn't fucking that fat ugly bitch?" And he goes, "Well, I thought they were fucking, but," and that was.
Oh my god!
Fucking, you remember that one?
I've told him before that I think he's completely wrong. I mean, I was there, and I never saw that, at all.
I'm still trying to find the clip where he slept through the entire ending of, I think it was Out of Nowhere. No, it was Monetize This. I still can't find
He
it.
fell asleep and you had him asleep for like 7 hours afterwards.
Yes, and Drew ruined it because he like did something and it ruined it or whatever. And people,
he like disconnected him or something.
Dude, so Tommy's asleep. I'm pretty sure Tommy's asleep, and I went to bed too, I think. And Tommy stayed on the show sleeping, and the show's
for like
playing.
2 hours.
And $1,500 in donations came in while we were all sleeping. Like, it was fucking crazy. It was crazy. I woke up with like, I think we made $800 that night already, and then I went to bed and I woke up to like $2,000 on my PayPal, and I was like, "What the fuck?" And I was going back and watching it, and like it's Tommy just going, and then people are just donating while he's sleeping, like saying,
"Yeah, we're just like Tommy."
Yeah,
Tommy, wake
Tommy,
up.
die, wake up and kill yourself. So, like people were saying like terrible stuff to him, like someone's in your house, you fuck, like and things like that, and like these donations.
What episode was that? Who remembers?
I don't.
Which episode was that?
We're like,
I thought that was Monetize This.
I want to say it was. I want to say it was like Monetize This, like 160 or around that time, or 168 or something like that. I don't know.
I'm gonna have to look that up again. Hold on, give me a second.
You can find it. All you gotta do is go through all of them and just go to the end and look for him asleep.
I think
that
you
was
might
the birth of Black
mixing that up
Screen, too.
I think you might be mixing that up with the episode where it was like your birthday or something. You and him God's birthday, and then like you stayed on the stream for a while. And he came up on PUBG. I know that there was a sleeping stream with Tommy, but I'm pretty sure that episode got deleted because I haven't been able to find that one in years.
Really? No, I think that's there. I think, or it's somewhere. But wow, okay, maybe.
You have a lot of episodes that I can't find anymore, probably because they don't exist.
No,
You know?
I mean,
So there's
Like-
one where I was on his show, and it was the one where he everybody was invading Area 51, and I can't find that one anywhere.
I know that one's around too. Still, I believe.
I
it
mean,
is.
all you
Find that one.
can find any of your Raw or SmackDown reviews from like anything prior to 2018.
Yeah, that's because we never re-unlisted them again, which we can. I just have to go through them, but yeah, we could there's a lot of things that need to get re-uploaded. I mean, it says I have like 48 million views on YouTube, but I should really have like 80. So many are missing.
Yeah.
You do have.
Yo, Cronin.
That's what I said. How many Monetize Thises have actually fucking survived?
Dude, this would be Omar's favorite fucking part of the show. I mean, we're doing literally. Where is he?
I don't know what happened to him. I saw him commenting the other day though.
He's dead.
Oh.
You know, he probably like Cody Rhodes is finished. It's over. He's fucked.
Let's see, what's
I
this?
fucking hate the wrestling. I'm gonna get away from this fucking
So
shit.
you
right
want to
now.
call on
Here we
a
go.
podcast and talk shit to me, you motherfucker? Who gives a
You
fuck?
damn right I want to call up and talk shit.
At least my existence is out there. At least people can go back and watch that show, motherfucker. At least my life exists. You're nothing. You're a piece of shit that just watches Joe.
Hey,
and
hey,
gives
hey,
up to Joe
hey,
because
Tommy,
you have nothing.
Tommy.
Fuck you,
Tommy.
motherfucker. You had your chance.
Hey, Tommy. Tommy, guess what? I may be a piece of shit, but at least I'm not a fucking fake ass.
I am not fake. How am I fucking fake? You fucking faggot.
Why don't you go Why don't you go write some more? Why don't you go write some more balloons? Why don't you go write up some more balloons, man?
Oh my
All right, round break. Tommy.
That was the one where he went, ah! That's where that clip comes from. That's monetized this 139. North Korea, Donald Trump.
I'm about to say, it's like that's something out of like Planet of the Apes. Holy God.
Yeah, you know, one of my favorite thumbnails ever while we're talking about
Would
old...
be apes with you, wouldn't it?
While we're talking about old monetized this is, one of my favorite thumbnails is this. It's the one where Tommy's in a clown face behind me and Leah and monetized this. I think this is one of my favorite thumbnails. I don't know why.
Was that the day that you showed him feeling that girl's vagina while he's
Oh my
carrying
God.
her into the woods?
I don't know, but that was
that day?
I don't think so, but that was crazy. It might be. It might be, but
And
that
you're like, Tommy, you're grabbing her by the vagina. Like you
Dude, that
grabbed her and took her to the woods.
you guys all watched like on the Halloween episode of Monetize This, you all watched this Chester clip. That is legendary.
Yeah, that was funny. Because then he was like, "You're just like all those other people, like Joe Cronin." Like, and I was like, "What the fuck? Why is he bringing me up? What the hell is this?"
Show up on your show the next week. Like, you know, it's that I think during that period of time he might have been banned. So
You know what? No, it was he had a thing with me, but you know what it reminds me of is like in Star Trek when Barclay is on the holodeck, like acting out all his fantasies on all the crew that he really wants to say to them and things like that. That's what that was like.
Oh wait, is the thumbnail you're talking about 148?
What?
Monetize this 148. Is that the thumbnail you were talking about?
That's the thumbnail. Yeah, I like that one. Narb Spackaho, $69, dude. $3,000 or something. That's crazy.
So that's when you still have no hair. You tried desperately to cling on to.
He's like, that's the last of it. I'm done.
Monetize this
Now we're gonna go
141
down to $5.
Christmas. 12,000 views. God damn, monetize this used to get 12,000 views per episode. That's crazy.
What
For
year
like,
was that?
You know what's crazy about that? What was really cool about that, and like what, you know, even though like whatever happens going forward, what's cool is like, you know, you think about TV shows and radio shows and things. Most people have a run of like, you know, 3 to 7 years, you know, of a solid show. So it's like, well, we had a run of about 5 years that, you know, 12,000 views. But for a show that was only our show, it wasn't about wrestling. There was no clicks of clickbait or wrestling topic or anything to click on. It was just this show is all you're watching just for this show. Like that was pretty cool, man. Like that was as successful as, you know, I've ever gotten. We've had 12,000 views.
What was you got to go look you got to go look at your watch time on the most show the biggest show you had.
Any talk about their show nowadays, like what we had. Good, man, but that was 10, 20 years ago. But when you really think about it, it was only a few years ago. I feel like you could still get those types of ratings and views.
There's hills and valleys.
Yeah.
For everything that you do.
It's just crazy to look back
like
at
that.
it. Like,
and
holy fuck.
and guess what? You lost some people, but guess what? You gained a good core over here.
Yeah,
Like,
and
nobody's fucking you over. We don't do that shit. We're over here just having fun. There goes that cool.
Even when JB was on, you know, at one point, we were still had lower views. Like in, you know, even 286 gets 5,000 views. You know, and that was, you know, Leah, JB, Dave, me, Jesse. You know, it had already gone down quite a bit at that point. You know,
to me, there's no glass ceiling. I think just people want to put a glass ceiling on you and just say, "Well, it's never going to be as that good." But you know what? We've got some good times over here. We got Rostapa and Dork Knight going off on each other.
We're still doing more views than the first 50 episodes of Monetize This. Like episode 43 of Monetize This has 2.4, you know, 2,400 views, and that's we're around that now or above it a little bit. So we're still.
I think the sweet spot for you guys was really it started like around the 100s, but like around 100, like the teens, 100, like 10, 11, or 12. That's when it really picked up, and then the 130s might be like the peak of the show because like just
Bro, Monetize This 40 only has 1,700 views. That's kind of crazy.
My favorite episodes of Monetize This is 59 and 60, without a doubt. That's like when I first started watching Joe. around that time, and obviously the Revenge of the Deer skit is amazing, and freaking
Wait, is 59 the one I got drunk, or the one where I was like up all night drunk?
Dude, you got so wasted that literally you had to get a straw. It looked like you were sucking out of a bottle of Robitussin. That's how.
Oh, that's the one where I pissed.
Was he
pissed
still
in a
in your
bottle.
room? Were you still in your room?
Yeah, the door behind me.
Yeah, it was so funny.
That's the one where I pissed in a bottle, and then like a little while later, I picked up the bottle.
Oh my god!
Drank it
And drank it almost. I took a sip.
Remember that?
And I went, ooh, and I put it right down. Now, if you watch, I don't say anything about it, but I sipped pee and then went, ooh, and then put it down and never touched it again. But you can see the look on my face. I'm like, ugh. So you wouldn't know that I drank pee unless I told you. But I did. I didn't drink it, but I tasted a little bit of it. I was like, why is, oh yeah.
And then
Yeah.
fast forward to where I have cabinets behind me, and I do that in front of your shit, and I go, "Whoa, what is that?" No, yeah, that happened. I didn't drink the pee. I fucking go. I smelt it, and I go, "Oh, dude, that's not beer."
Whoever smelled it,
Fucking-
dealt it.
I was gonna say that actually.
Peed it. Hmm?
We know you were coming up with some sort of fuck.
What?
Yeah. He said I was coming up with some sort of fuck.
You better come
Is that
up
what
with
he
some
said?
sort of fuck.
I don't know. Kumquat.
Yeah.
Random.
I hate my fucking house, bro. I get the worst reception on this.
Dude, what do you live in? Like concrete? Goddamn. Like live underground?
You're in the house with me.
Jungle.
What is this? Oh.
It's that fucking band.
A fist in my bum, even though I kinda smelled weird.
Fuck.
She made out
What the
with
fuck
me.
is this?
I don't know. Somebody timestamped it and sent to me, and I don't know what I'm doing, and I don't like it.
What are you doing?
I don't know, man. Jfinity, what up, Jfinity? Rose versus JB was.
I still cannot find this video, and it's insulting to me. I'm trying to find like the longest video that has this, and it's like not here.
Oh man, that's crazy. I don't know. I can't find anything either. I can't really find it. But I'm gonna wrap it up, bro, because it's 1:20 in the morning.
Wrap it up, bruh.
Wrap it up.
I don't know.
Watch the new Dave
There's
Chappelle
a-
special. It's great.
Dude, the girls on fucking NXT are fucking sexy. This girl named Fallon and fucking Tiffany Stratton, bro. I mean, oh my god.
Oh, you never heard of Tiffany Stratton before
That
this?
was random, but okay.
The other girl, Fallon. She's like some sort of Southern girl, and that's like, they had like some sort of stipulation now where like Tiffany has to be your ranch hand, which is like, you know,
What the fuck?
Oh, that's old school.
just
That's
eat her ox. That's exactly what I'm thinking.
I like it. I hope she milks a cow and like they squirt the milk all over her body and stuff while she lays under the cow with her mouth open.
PG, brother, PG.
That's fine. You can do that. She's just milking a cow. They're
Okay.
teaching kids how to.
I know. It's
Yeah.
NXT,
Are they
though.
Ray
They're
or
not
what?
gonna do that.
Dude, Chappelle's stand up is great. Go watch that.
I hope she.
Which one?
The new
I
one.
missed the new one.
Oh, I gotta watch it.
Well, I mean, they're always great, but
brands Tiffany's tits.
Damn, I missed the new one. I did see though the fucking Von Erich movie though the other day.
Oh,
That
Iron
was-
Claw?
what'd you think?
All right. It was all right.
Did you just want
It
to
was
kill
all right.
yourself
I
at the
mean-
end of it? Were you like, "Oh, just kill me"?
No, I just kept thinking about how Dork Knight ruined like probably the best fucking moment of the fucking film.
Right.
Because he was like, no spoilers. But I'll tell you, there's this moment in Blump, and I go,
Yeah.
what the fuck, Dork Knight?
Sorry,
Like, no spoilers.
Well, if it's not, all he cares about is himself. We know this, so you know. Come on.
Don't say that to him, otherwise he'll threaten to kill himself.
Hey,
Oh,
I was
yeah.
really drunk last night, Rojas. We already went over that. So.
Yeah. Well, explain the other
Yeah,
nights.
well-
Explain the other times.
Really, were you
Scumbag.
fake pass like a little fucking kid That is exactly, by the way, the stuff that I would do as a little attention-seeking, ADHD-riddled kid. Be like, oh, what if I pretended I was?
We almost made it through an entire stream where Rojas didn't just completely take a shit on me, but I should have known better. But go ahead.
Well, because you were quiet this whole time. So how do you really make it through a stream if you're quiet, not saying anything? Talk.
You kind of have to move your gums a little bit here and there, you know.
A little bit. Yeah.
Move them damn gums like Stone Cold Wood. All right. We're out of here. Boys, we'll see you tomorrow for AEW Dynamite.
Assalamu alaikum.
Well, yeah.
Wow, that was random.
We're killing.
Whoa.
That's it. I'm doxing you. No, all right, I'll see you tomorrow. What the fuck? My God. All right. Tuesday Night Rage episode 30 is in the books, and I'm gonna go hang myself at Walmart. We'll see you guys like Dork Nightwood. See you later. Episode 30 of this thing. Yeah. I should have been. Let's call it Gorguts. Goodbye. Good night. Become a patron if you want to support the show. Patreon.com/GorgutsShow.
3 hours by the phone, saw the numbers on the clock go up and up. I wondered where you've gone away. My body's aching and now I'm feeling down and down.
Oh, don't do it.